Hey guys, welcome to another episode with a meeting with the CEO, and today I'm with none other than the CEO of the TheLimeTreeClinic, my dear friend, beloved brother Cam, doing amazing things, talking about him growing up in the in the inner suburbs of Birmingham and how rough and tough they were, his life-changing experiences, and him flying out to professional footballers' homes and doing amazing things, providing amazing services and reviving the Hijama that we all forgot about many years ago. Stay tuned for this one, guys. It's epic. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My brothers, my sisters, welcome to another episode with a meeting with the CEO. And today I have the honorable honor of having a very special guest, a very dear friend to me, I would like to say, and a very superior, a very respectable person of the community, and I love him for the sake of Allah. And he needs no introductions. He's the one and only brother Cam. Cam, how are you? Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May Allah accept us and make us better than you think of us, inshallah. We all got our shortcomings, but
Ameen.
may Allah make us better than you think of us, inshallah. Barakallahu for your kind words.
Just before we start, just want to quickly remind you to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Rocker Media and make sure you have them post notifications on. You don't know.
Thank you for coming, Cam.
Anytime,
You know, it's always an honor of just sitting with you, chilling with you,
Love for the sake of Allah, isn't it?
recapping with you about what's going on in the hood. How are you? How's family?
Alhamdulillah.
What have you been up to in your work line recently? It's always an honor of just exchanging my energy with you,
Alhamdulillah, likewise.
sitting with you. How you been?
All praise to Allah. Alhamdulillah. Ramadan. I hope you have a good Ramadan. Hope everyone's had a good Ramadan. Just focusing, spiritual building, man. Ramadan. I lock everything off. I've come from Kuwait last week, but that was just a bit of work I had to do with one of the princes. I've come from that. I've closed it off. Normally I don't really work in Ramadan.
I noticed. I was watching your story, and I said, the homie's in Kuwait, and I seen you I was listening to you. I was thinking, oh, he's probably up to some special work that he's normally up to.
Yeah, just some in and out.
And I seen that masjid that you were looking at. I was thinking, it's a beautiful. Actually, I googled that masjid. After
beautiful, alhamdulillah. It's built by the king of Kuwait. He built it himself. So
Kuwait's small
but powerful.
Very
powerful country. Very
and
powerful
rich.
Country. They take no games.
Beautiful
a lot of the
place.
people from UAE come and they stay from the Emirates. They come and stay there in Kuwait. Saudis, a lot of Saudis.
Just come there, chill there.
Yeah, a lot of people there. Dawood Ibrahim, a lot of people are there.
Undercover.
Yeah, well, it's a free man's land, isn't it? It's do what you need to do, alhamdulillah.
Subhanallah.
It's a beautiful place, alhamdulillah. Mubarak.
Just to recap about who you are and where you come from, Cam. So just a little bit about what you do and what part of Birmingham you're from. And I know you don't need no introductions, but just for the people
Alhamdulillah, just same as you, man. We grew up together, man. Alhamdulillah, good old Alan Rock Ward Ends, one area from BP Petrol Station down to one Soul Houses, isn't it? Alhamdulillah,
BP all the way to Saltley Gate.
Alhamdulillah, and that's what's been our concern. It always will be a concern, inshallah. We want good for our communities. We want to try and better our communities. Like I always say to everybody, our level of crime when we were young, may Allah forgive our sins, was not how it is today. There was honour amongst thieves, if that makes sense.
100%.
I'm not saying it's a good thing. Crime's not a good thing, but when there was a level of crime, there was honour amongst thieves. There wasn't what it is today. There's no honour amongst thieves. There's too many cowboys, not enough chiefs, or not enough chiefs, too many cowboys. I don't know how to explain it.
Too many chiefs. Too many chiefs, not enough cowboys.
That's exactly what it is. And
everybody wants to be a leader.
Everybody wants to be a troop and a soldier when they've got no CVs. It doesn't make sense.
100%.
But you got, and people don't realize, like I always link it back to the deen. You got your izzas from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Your izzah and your honor when it comes to the deen, nothing else.
100%.
It doesn't mix. We can't mix it. Can you mix cow milk with cow pee?
No, you can't.
It doesn't, does it?
Absolutely
Same with
not.
being a so-called gangster and being a Muslim. It don't make sense. It's not logical. It just does not sit. You can't have the beautiful lihya of the Prophet ﷺ and then go and bust shots at people. It doesn't make sense. It's not logical. It's stupid. You'll be humiliated.
Absolutely
You'll be fully humiliated. It happens. It happens.
It's true. You're absolutely right. And before I want to get into that, and just for the people that who don't really know us or know too much of you or only know us a part of you, for all the great work that you've been doing in the community and in other cities and internationally, I want to go right from the start. I want to go back to growing up to the roots, in the Warden area that you grew up. You went Warden school, right?
Warden primary school I went to, yes.
Warden primary school.
Secondary school, Hajj.
And tell me, how was it growing up in Warden them times in 1999?
We couldn't go past the certain...
1999, you probably started secondary school, right?
1999 secondary school, 1999 secondary school.
Yeah,
but you remember, we couldn't even go past a certain point, even in Al Rock. We could not go past Brookhill or Pelham Pub. We couldn't go past a certain point due to the fact there was racism. People just
100%.
think of Rock and think of people from Bradford, Manchester look and think, oh, you're not from Rock, you're not from Woodend Rock, it's a place. No, it wasn't always a place. It wasn't. You couldn't go past Brook. You couldn't go past Rock Pub.
100%.
Couldn't go, and that's in the main heart of Rock. We had it tough. But that's why I think there was honour amongst us as well. 100%. Together for the sake of Allah.
I was recapping on KSI's, his little thing that he done on
The whole
TV, and mocking it basically. I feel like him and his little homies, were mocking it. But I kind of took it offensive. I took it offensive in the fact that like he's mocking the thing, and the reason why I did was, like you said, bro. Like wallahi, bro. Ask a few of the friends, like the lads who I went to school with and who I grew up with. Bro, after school, 1997 times, 1998.
It's tough.
You come, Washwood School had back gates. The back gates led to Bromford Road. No, Stetchford Lane.
Super Six entrance, back where we used to call it Super Six entrance.
Yeah. I can't remember. I always get confused between Stetchwood Road and Stetchwood Lane.
Links onto the Washwood Road junction. Super Six used to be, I remember.
Yeah.
Remember clearly.
So basically, where Shakehouse is now opposite now. Is that Bromford Lane? No, Bromford Lane.
That's Stetchwood Road, isn't it? Stetchwood Road.
That's Stetchwood Road.
Bromford Lane links on past that. So once you get past Navis,
and you got Fox and Goose Pub.
On the corner, Fox
you
and Goose Pub.
You couldn't go past Fox and Goose Pub.
Never.
You're getting called a packy.
100%, man.
And they're sticking it on you. And they're punching you up and they're slapping you and they're chasing you.
It was tough. Look at my school. 100%. My school, it was like 2-3 months per tutor group, but we held our ground, man. Alhamdulillah, we held it down, man. You lot had it worse than us. We had it tough. We used to laugh at Washington, We had love for Washington, all our own boys.
Yeah.
You lot got it easy, it's all happening. We had it full of Gale, full of Gore, we had a mix.
Yeah.
And they used to gang up against us.
100%.
What? For being Pakistanis.
When I started Washwood, it was a mix. It was absolutely mixed, bro. There was, as the years progressed,
full of Asians in it.
The Asians start coming into year 7, back. When we leave year 7,
it was always the school to go to for the people of Washington. It was for Alan Rock, for the B8 community. That was the school to go to.
But I promise you, it wasn't full of Asians.
It was not at that
Bro,
point.
Ben McLaren used to be there.
To our school, Ben.
Neil used to be in there. Benjamin used to be in there. We had loads. We had youth that it was me, Ayaz, the OP, the
lads.
He was in there as well. Yusuf was in there. Smiler. It was like
all the lads were there.
It was only like it was like evenly mixed.
Half would get kicked out of school and come just lurk around.
I would say when I was in Sharif, there's about only 30% Asians.
SubhanAllah.
I said there's about 30% Asians.
Shaq and the boys.
35. Shaq and these are older than us.
A few years older than
us. And their year was mixed as well. Their year was mixed.
I wasn't aware of that. I thought it was always full of Asians.
No chance.
I remember I'm linking going back to Sajid Amin times.
Yeah.
I'm going back to Sajid Amin. Riz.
Yeah. Jodri Silla was in there. Bless him.
All the lads. Everyone was there. There was always someone there.
Cam, your neighbour, my cousin.
So everyone was always still a mix of main mans there who always
he was in the same year as he was in the same year as Saj as well. I remember he was very close to Saj.
There was still a handful of mans who were holding it down. There was still
absolutely mixed. You go through them back gates.
I remember seeing Sajid Amin and I always remind him. I remember seeing him. He used to have, because he's older for his age. Zulfa, ponytail. He used to have a Washington school uniform and a yellow E30. Imagine going to school in a yellow E30.
I think he still got the car,
driving a yellow E30, F-Ridge one. You should drive a yellow E30 in school. You see him buying past. Black Rapports on. I remember seeing him and said, Sajid, he's gone, what? He's gone, Dory kid, you have one. Because he rolled with my Uncle Mitten.
Yeah.
He rolled together with Sierra Cosworth back in the days. Because he was always a lot older for his age. He had Gus, he had Kevin, he had these as well. So there was a lot going on in the mix, wasn't there?
100%.
A lot of love, though.
They still got the car,
Still got it, innit?
They've still got the car. I'm sure I've seen it on Chaz Drive when I drove past. Oh, Chaudhry, big up yourself.
Always love for brother side. Always.
So, like, growing up in Ward End, like, what was it for you? Was it a mix there? Was it kind of...
It was racing, man. It was racing. When I went to primary school, there was no Asians. I was probably me and a few that Rajay, like, only a few of us were only there. But we had to do what we had to do, innit? We had no choice. I remember once I came home and I had a little black eye. My dad goes, my mum was a very strong woman. My mum's a very strong woman, like my body. Bless, very strong woman. She goes, don't come back home with a black eye. Make sure you go and give him a black eye. Went back and Elijah's name was a mixed race guy. Went back and bang, I put it on him, put him on cold.
Standard.
Started sticking it and people started putting it on. For no reason, we had to do for the haq, don't it? For the truth.
100%.
We weren't bullies. People don't understand. We weren't out there just to fight and to cause chaos. We fought for a just reason, a just cause. There was an honourable reason for why we fought or why we had a problem with anybody. No one could ever say that we were bullies or we hurt anyone. There was only always a reason. We stood our ground for a reason.
Absolutely.
I remember sitting back and thinking, we're going to get kicked out, whatever, but I heard of a thing called GCSEs resits. I thought, forget all that, we can do resets, you know what I mean? We'll do that, but we had to stand, even year 7, year 8 was tough, man. It was very tough, man. Full of Gore, full of Kali, and they'd come against us, and, but alhamdulillah, we had good unity with the brothers.
Yeah.
Every tutor group had like 5-6 man to a game. As long as you had 5-6 man to a game, you didn't care. You knew the guy's not going to run away. He's with you. He's not running away.
And I think as time went on, though, the people who were probably racist at the start
start to become your friends, don't they?
Yeah, they start to become your friends.
They fall into the line. You become friends. You find a mutual respect, and you just.
I don't think they kind of even seen
acknowledged it.
Pakistanis before, or
yeah, it's like racism is a very, very fine line, because I got friends from I got a lot of Scousers, a lot of Scousers are very close to me, and the Scousers go, Cam, look, we're not racist, mate. We've never seen you guys before. You're aliens. They go, we don't. You don't think Liverpool Scousers this and that. You hear stories about Walton, out close these jails, and you hear about brothers going in and just going in and finding it tough in them jails, but if for them it's like an alien. They've never seen us guys with like beards, especially beards and jubba and stuff like Like I've been to parts of Liverpool that you can never imagine, but they'll got love for me. But they go, look, we're not racist, Cam. It's just we've never seen you guys before. We've never seen brown skin in our lives. And the Scousers are generally known to put themselves out the mix anyway. Even with mainstream UK, the Scousers always class themselves as Scousers. They say we're not even English, we're Scouse. They're on that level. So when they see Pakistanis, Asians, they think, whoa, what's going on here? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true.
It's different for them.
It's true.
So you gotta respect that fact as well. You gotta be fair. You gotta be just, honourable with everything. You gotta be honourable.
100%. Moving on, Cam. Yeah. So then in secondary school, I mean, when you're coming out of secondary school, I mean, what kind of life did you live? Like, what kind of upbringing did you have? Would you say that your family was well off, or would you say you were okay? And how was life for you growing up, bro?
Family were mid-range, but my parents were always just, brothers were a bit naughty, I was a bit naughty. We were all a bit naughty. It was just natural. Come home from school, drop your bag home, drop your bag off, mosque, do your mosque thing. From mosque after 6 p.m. onwards till Maghrib, just mess around on the roads, wasn't it?
Would you say that whatever you wanted when you were younger from your parents, they give it to you?
Alhamdulillah, if it was in reasonable cause for them, I understood poverty. I understood that, look, they had family Pakistan to look after. I understood that if my brother had a pair of shoes, I'd wear his shoes, and it wasn't frowned upon. You'd get probably a pair of trainers every Eid, and it'd be like, what? And you'd make that run all the way through to a point where your soles, it soles your shoes, they'd be worn out.
Hey guys, so today's episode is sponsored by Rocker Burger, located on Ladypool Road in Birmingham. Some of you are aware I'm associated with the brand myself. Great trap boxes, great burgers, great chicken and rice. There's some healthy meals as well, like the salmon and rice bowl. Do check them out. Absolutely delicious.
So we never really cared about this whole lavish life, if that made sense. We didn't care too much about it. It didn't mean nothing to us.
One pair of shoes a year.
Per year. For school, it was Rockports.
Yeah.
You had a pair of Rockers, you were the man. If you couldn't afford Rockport, you had Rockford. You know what I mean?
Or you had Lacoste like me.
Lacoste round tops, they were nice as well. Timbers, if you're going through the motion. But everything had a level of understanding. Nobody really cared. You know what I mean? Nobody really cared. Nobody ever really cared about the situation of like how you looked. There was no internet. There was nothing. There was no social media. There was no one to stump for, no one to cloud for. It was just, and even them days, it was such a sharif time. In our days, it was like, I remember in our days, if a guy in my year had a girlfriend, it was like, oh, you got a girlfriend. If you had a crush, or if you're in science class and you're gonna sit next to her, and you'd be like, or if someone mentioned sex education in school, you'd opt out. You wouldn't even go swimming. We had so much gera. Naturally, we had gera instilled in us.
Yeah.
We're from that generation, we had gera. If a girl sat next to you in school, it'd be like, and everybody would be like, oh my God, there's a girl sitting next to you. You'd be like, you'd feel shy. And the lads would laugh at you, even though they all probably fancied her. They all probably fancied her, but everyone would be like, and you'd be like, you wouldn't know how to react. It was a different era. It was an era of Muhabbat and Ihtaram, and it was a lot of respect, man. A lot of respect. It was a lot of respect. A lot of respect for our parents, elders. Even going back to scraps, like, if you had a problem with me, you wouldn't fight me on my road. You'd wait for you'd help my mum with the bags.
Yeah.
You'd grab me around the corner and give me a good hiding or whatever. And it took a lot for you to finally get into, like I mentioned, to get into a one-on-one fight. It took a lot for you to fight. Remember Warden Park cages? Remember Warden Park?
Everyone used to go
Saturday, go top gate, Warden Park, have a one-on-one.
Yeah.
I remember seeing some crazy fights there one-on-one. Lock the cage, let two mans off, and they'd both, a month later, they're best friends.
I've heard about some crazy fights in them cages.
Man, I watched some crazy fights when I was young there, man. In Rep Park, watched some mad fights there, man, subhanAllah. But it was just, it took a lot for someone to finally get into a fight. You wouldn't just start doing what they're doing now with guns and all this. And you wouldn't fight with a postcode.
Did Bulla have a fight there?
Did who, sorry?
Did Bulla and Weasel have a fight there? I don't know. I'm going to ask him.
Weasel had a fight there. Weasel did. Yes, he did.
Ayaz and a Weasel. I think they had a fight there one to what? I can't remember.
Ayaz was cracking everyone on it. Ayaz was just like bang and it was over.
He's a big blow. He still is a big blow. He still is a big blow.
May Allah bless him.
May Allah bless him. But yeah, like, society's changed, bro.
It's changed, my dear, but it's changed to a point. There's no honor, like I said, there's no honor, there's no muhabbat, there's no, most important, there's no deen. There's no logic of deen, there's no prayer, there's no salah, there's nothing. We knew no matter what we were doing, the prayer had to come in, eventually we knew that we had a goal, that we'll do what we have to do, but we're going to get into the namaz, get into our deen. We understood that concept of, look, religion is very important to us. These guys don't have that no more. They don't have that. Everybody wants to be a bad man for no reason. What kind of goal is that? Why do you want to be a bad man for? Why the hell would you want to waste your life being... And jail doesn't scare them as well. Jail just scare the hell out of us.
Yeah, man.
Oh, jail, like, oh my
jail
God.
Stories.
What was it? Brinsford, is it? Brinsford. I was hearing about Brinsford. Oh my God, Brinsford, man, we're going to go. And let's be, may Allah bless him, he passed away now. He's a good friend of mine, Macintosh. Remember Macintosh? Remember him? And he could have it as well.
Yeah.
And he was the same for the Asians.
Big, hefty lad.
In jail, he'd bang out anyone.
Yeah.
Him and Jonathan White. Him and Jay White.
White.
I remember these guys, they'd go into jail and they'd spark at anyone. These guys were on a different level. But he died. He was in the Edison, a good friend of mine. He became Muslim, alhamdulillah. With Macintosh, he became Muslim before he passed away. And with him,
I remember Jonathan White.
Jonathan White he was on job. He was very on job. I don't know. He disappeared off the scene. He did. But with Macintosh, I kept linked with him.
His dad used to have a gym in Eddington.
Yeah,
it was a strong family. They were. I don't know.
Tough family. Tough family.
I don't know what happened to him.
He went off the map. He just totally disappeared. I mean, after
I don't know what happened
that 2005 era, he disappeared after that. But with Macintosh, he carried on. He went through a bit of a rough time, but become Muslim. Alhamdulillah, become Muslim.
Yeah, alhamdulillah.
Last time I seen him become Muslim, and I seen him in one of the masjids, and I seen him by JMC College once, and we actually ended up having a scrap. Before we ended up having a fight, and we became good friends. We become very good friends. Me and Macintosh became very, very good friends. Very good.
Massive guy.
Tough, very tough, very tough.
He was young, I remember.
Probably he's the one who broke my nose first. He's the one who was just the first broken nose was Macintosh.
Swear that.
I'll give you Jannah, inshallah, but you broke my nose, man. You remember JMC College?
Yeah.
And from JMC College, I see him on Slade Road. And remember the days when we used to have the phones around the neck? The phones, then the things, the 3310, and he's coming, he took next man's 3310. I don't want to mention his name. He's a late bloomer. Now he's a bad man. He wasn't a bad man then. We seen how bad he was because he couldn't get his phone back. You know what I mean? So he was a late bloomer. You get like them late bloomers, the ones I always talk about, them late bloomers. Yeah. You see him in school and they're like little losing, and you send him to the ice cream man and you see him running away, and then you see him in college, they become some heroes. You think that was rich. I mean, you're the game, you're not game.
You must have watched a few Bollywood movies.
Must have watched a few, listened to a few Tupac songs. You're the game, you're not game. You can't change this. You either got it, you haven't. It is what it is. I'm not justifying crime. I'm not justifying being good. But you're either a firm or you're not firm. Yeah. You're either strong or you're not strong. You're blessed.
You're either on it or you're not on it.
Simple as there's no halfway. You can't start too late. You can't be this guy too late. It just don't happen. So you get like these late bloomers. So this late bloomer, and he's probably gonna watch this podcast. But bro, you're a late bloomer. It is what it is. You're a late bloomer. And I know he won't never mention it because he knows it was. And it's part by, I remember by James C. I was about 17 then. I was coming now, 16, 17. I've come out. I've looked at drop past and he's there. And on the number 11 bus used to be. We're going and he's carrying to Aston. I got a family in Aston. Yeah. And I seen this kid in the bus stop and Macintosh just grabbed his phone off him. Took his phone off him. That's my phone. At 3310. He used to yank off the case, remember? Take the SIM card out. Put it on. And I said, look, give his phone back. He's going, what are you going to do about it? So I said, you know what? I've always been a one-on-one kind of guy. If you want this, what's the worst can happen? You're going to die. Yeah. Just have it off on it. What's going to happen? You lose, you win, you win. It is what it is. Right. Just be fair, be just, be honourable. Come down to honour and justice. Don't be scared. My mum always told me, Putter, if you do nothing wrong, you have nothing to be scared of. My mum always said, Putter, you do nothing wrong, you have nothing to be scared of. Never be scared if you're not wrong. If you're wrong, you got something to be scared of. And the wrong can never be strong. The might is with the right.
It's true.
The might is with the right. So we've gone down to, there was a little park on the bottom. As you go down Brookvale Park, we've had it off there. No 3 rounds, me and him. Crackies hit me, bro. I thought, what? Because he was a tall guy, bro. Big guy, bro.
I would have walked away from that.
Big guy.
He was a hench, bro.
But I thought, look, speed was his timing. I thought, and he got me. A very, very, very good fight. Very, very good fight. Very good fight. I think Kev was as well. Big Kev, he was as well, and he stopped it eventually. Sick. Kev's a top guy, and we had a good scrap. It's one of them scraps where you have a scrap and you shake hands and you think, you know what? That was alright, man. You do that respect. I was splattered with blood, man. I was totally gone. My nose still, bro. Look, my nose still is caved in all the way. It's like, look, I went straight to the hospital. I got it.
Yeah, I see.
It's caved right in. But if I didn't go, it would have been bent. And he splattered me, and he gave me a dirty punch. But you got some good ones as well.
Yeah, but come on, he's a big.
He was a tough guy, man.
Why is he about 4 years older than you?
4.5 years older than us. He was.
Bro, and that's a big thing, then, bro.
Yeah, he's just. But like I said,
I didn't know that, man. I didn't know that you got into scrap.
That environment, that scrap environment, the news went local, quite viral, man. So the lads were saying, look, shall we go back and do him? I said, it was a one-on-one, what's the point? What's the point going back and doing him? And we became good friends. Then I seen him in the masjid. I seen him in Wright Street Mosque.
No way.
I seen him in Wright Street. I seen him in the Riva, and he come and we just shook hands and become brothers after that. A year later, he passed away. A year later, he passed away, man. You know, Malak Jannah.
What? I can't remember. How did he pass away?
He was in the boot of a car. I think he had some psychological issues. He was in the boot of a car. They found his body. He was in the boot of a car.
Yeah, they're saying he's a bit majnoon, and
he got a bit. Life got a bit too much. He lived a very tough life from jail, from young all the way through. And you can imagine.
He always had it hard, didn't he?
He always had it hard, and he was always used to just cracking man's. He was used to just banging man's out. He was always a very violent guy.
It's true.
Very, 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 very. He was built in to be very violent, but he was a good brother, man. May Allah give him Jannah. We make dua for him. He's a revert, alhamdulillah, may Allah.
Of course, man.
Safeguard him, and it's life, innit?
100%. Moving back to your profession and what you do, Cam. I remember, sitting in the barber shop on Washington Road, and old type Wasim hairdressers on Washington Road. Old type Vas, big up Vas.
MashaAllah.
And I remember seeing you posted there, and I was like,
Hijama.
Hijama is like, is that Cam's? He goes, yeah, Cam, TheLimeTreeClinic, Hijama. I was like, yeah, I go to him. Yeah, it's really good, man. I've done it. I've been there. Like I remember probably one of the first guys
you
who
come to my house, man.
I come to your house, and like, how did it start? Like, did you see a vision, Cam?
You know,
did you have a dream that
you're
you're gonna be doing something? Did you have any kind of, like shara, as they say, like a sign, or did it just come like as time?
I made dua when I came to Dima. I started praying about 1920. I started praying.
What made you start praying? What
the life, man, the Dima? Because remember we were on Allah forgive our sins. We were doing the stuff, and with that stuff.
Did a situation happen to you that made you come onto the deen? Or
we discussed it in one of my previous podcasts regarding when I got caught. When I got caught out, and them days I used to be on tag. I used to be 7-7 tag. You remember? They'll tag them when you're on tag. You just wanna get out, man. 7 o'clock in the morning, you want to be at the house, and 7 you spend as much time as you want outside.
Yeah.
So I was there now and I had stuff on me on Washley's Road. I was driving and I looked and there used to be PC Swindells. I remember PC Swindells. There's a known officer. No one ran rock. Used to nail everyone.
PC what?
PC Swindells. He
Swindells.
died in a canal. Someone stabbed him 3 times. He died.
No way.
PC Swindells. Everyone hated him because he used to grab you. Okay. Just come. I was in a burn. I was in a hot car. I remember I looked left. And you look at the junction, Warden Park Road Junction, by as you go Warden Park Road. Whose house? By the Gujarat's house. As you go further up, as you go there, the Warden Park Junction, the horrible one. Take left towards it, right towards Rusdane. That junction by Sidhu's, opposite Sidhu's. That junction.
Yeah.
Looked right. 6 in the just like 7 in the morning. Looked right. Looked left, bro. Oh, you see me, but them days it wasn't like, it weren't like they used to have the cameras in the cars them days. They used to chase you. Oh, put my foot down, bro. So I ain't getting caught here, bro. I'm not going in for a mile charge. Forget this. I'm gone. I'm just blowing it. I'm out.
What year was that?
That was wow.
Takriban.
19, I'm 34 now. 34, 35. 2007 maybe. 2007, 2008.
Okay.
2008 maybe. 2008. 2007, 2008. Something like that. Rough around that region. So come now. I've gone blue. I thought I'm gone. Lost control by Lloyd's Pharmacy opposite Chapman Road. Masha Taiba.
No way.
I know the Tabliki Jamaat brothers, may Allah bless them.
Yeah.
There's the Tabliki brothers there, and I've come and they obviously do their morning Masha and all this. I've lost it. And may the blessed brother Qamar Zaman, he's a good brother. And by this point in life, my life was going downhill anyway. Where your heart's feeling like becheni, the haram life, you don't feel no barakah. There's no khair in it. You're doing it and you're getting signs anyway that you don't want to be part of this no more. I've lost control. I've smashed straight into Lloyd's Pharmacy. Head on. Way. Straight out to, I'm done now. 7 in the morning, bro. Who's going to, 7 in the morning, you want to be out, bro. Yeah. You're going to catch you. It's a matter of time before they come out and they ain't far behind. He's come out, he's gone, brother, he's gone, listen. He's looked in the cars, bare stuff. I'm there thinking, shoot, he's panicking. He's going to forget this. He's going to come to the masjid. You're never in the car. I'll stay in the car, go for a run. You ain't going to get very far. I've gone in the masjid, brother. Gone in the masjid. Done my wudu quick time. John, prayed my salah, but all I hear was bare sirens outside. When I say the most peaceful feeling I ever felt in my life, Allahu Akbar. Submission to Allah, that's when I knew what I really wanted, man. From it, I never missed one prayer, alhamdulillah. From that, I've never missed one salah, alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. To that day, and that's when I realized, this is what I want to do, man.
So the salah saved you?
The salah saved, the deen saves you, innit? Allah puts you straight, and then even then I was very confusing, like, how do I let go of everything? Then one day I remember I sat and I said, you know what, forget this, man. You got to make bold moves in life, innit? I said, for you get people say, I want you this, I want you that, I want this, I want that. I said, you ain't taking nothing. I scrapped it all. That's when you realize who your true friends are, man.
100%.
Not many, bro. Not many, Wes.
Not many, man.
Not many true friends at all. I'm telling you, man. People, then you realize who your true friends are when you got nothing. When you're broke, you're down in the gutters, you're going high for road signing on every week. Then you realize who your real friends are. Then I remember I said, Ya Allah, give me work within Islam. I remember I made up for. I had enough money to do Hajj, halal money to do Hajj, and Hajj was only like $2 random days. Hajj was like
£1,500, bro.
Bro, you could stay for like 5-6 weeks. And this with the old Bengali mullah in Makkah. Or you could stay in the old Bengali mullah. And I was there now, and I said, Ya Allah, give me a rizq within Islam. Give me a rizq within the Sunnah.
What made you go to Hajj?
Deen. I wanted purification, bro. I felt dirty. I got to a point.
That's a young age, bro. You've done Hajj in a young age. I've done Umrah, but I haven't done Hajj.
Accept it from us, inshallah. Because I read a hadith. I remember it used to be what was that? Was it by Jeddi's preparation? There used to be it was Jeddi's. There used to be a famous like a chicken shop. Was it by A1 higher? But they used to have a chicken shop there. Remember an orange one. Years. I forgot the name of it, man.
Where about?
It was opposite where Tika them used to live. A chicken shop, a chickaroo or chick or something. It lasted for about a year, but they should give you like a massive chicken for like 2-3 quid.
Char
grill or something. Orange one, do you remember it?
Yeah.
You'd walk it by the fur back like this. And I've gone there and I picked up a leaflet. And the leaflet it mentioned about will you make Hajj? And then I read the hadith in there about when you got the money, it's fard. I looked at my account, there's enough money in there. I thought it's fard upon me, man. I didn't tell my family, because the Asian families, you can only make Hajj when you're married. You can only make Hajj. Yeah. The Asian families got this mentality that you have to do Hajj when you're married or something, or when you do this. I thought, I forget that. I didn't tell my family a week before I went Hajj from Aschurch Road. And I left. I told them about a week before. I said, Dad, Mom, I'm going. They go, what are you about? You're going Hajj? I'm going to get the I go, look, I'm going Hajj. I have to go. About 2 days before I went, packed everything up, went, bro, picked alone. I literally, people there with families, I went alone. Best experience of my life, man. Allah Mubarak.
Subhanallah.
I went in and I made that dua. I remember I made that dua. I said, Ya Allah, I said, give me rizq within Islam, within the Sunnah, and let me take you all over the world. I'm not doing that today.
Subhanallah.
I'm doing that today, innit? I'm doing that. Allah accepts your duas. You have to have patience. Yeah, Allah accepts your prayers. You know, when you're sincere about leaving something and you want to go on a just cause, Allah will make a way for you. Allah will always make a way for you. Allah will always make a way if you're willing to leave it. And never fear speaking the truth. If you have those who fear speaking the truth, it don't matter if the whole world's against you, speak the haqq, man. Ibn Qayyim al-Jawziyah rahimahullah said, he goes, you could be there, you know, the whole team could be against you, everyone could be against you, speak the haqq, it don't matter. Because Allah is sufficient, inshallah. That is sufficient for us.
Sure.
Stand by the just cause, be just, be honourable, you can sleep well at night. If you're not just, and Allah will give you izzah through that. But if you be of those who follow the crowd and do wrong for the sake of people, nah, man. You're indeed part of the shaitan without even knowing. You're part of that, you're part of his tribe without even knowing. That shaitan says, I'm not going to show you the sin. It's like, I'll give you an example. Someone's just sitting there and like, I'll give you an example of my own. And I'm very straightforward. People don't like this, but this is how I do things. Let's say we're sitting here and we'll have a laugh and joke. And you make a mockery at the deen indirectly. Not directly, but in just, as in like, little things that get me a bit wound up, bro. Like, you could be sitting there now and you could be like, I'm not saying you do this, but imagine we do, like, let's say you're sitting there and you say, but then you know, just saying, just imagine A, B, and C is doing it.
Yeah.
But it's wrong, bro. Why should I laugh about that for?
It's true.
Why should I laugh? Makes me a hypocrite. Now that's my duty for them to say, you know what? If you laugh and join in the crowd, people might think, oh, Cam, you're deep in it. I'm not deep in it. Look deep into it. If you got a group of friends and A, B, and C are talking, now A and B are laughing and joking about something haram, something that's not good for you, and then you see, no, it's wrong, but yet you're part of it, bro. You're part of that. That's your job to say, nah, it's not, nah. Your job is to cut it off and say,
It's true.
they won't like you for it. Who's more important? Allah and His Messenger.
100%.
Or putting smiles on someone's face. They won't like you for it, but they'll respect you for it, bro. Mark my words, try it. They'll respect you for it. We've all got companions like that. They'll respect you for it, bro. They won't like you for it, but they'll respect you for it.
You see that respects come later.
You'll see, they'll know deep down,
Most of the time.
deep down, because their fitrah will tell them what's right and wrong. Their soul, the inclination of the soul will tell you what's right and wrong. When something's haram, something's not good for you, your soul will tell you it's not good for you. When something's good for you, it works in a beautiful way. And Allah set this pattern for us through the Prophet ﷺ. We shouldn't be afraid of speaking the truth no matter what. Alhamdulillah. We shouldn't be like now. I'll give you an example of myself. Like people say, Cam, you're a bit raw. Don't you worry about losing your links and contacts that you got? Who gave me them links and contacts? Who gave me these? Allah. You think I would displease Allah just to please the dunya for something that I never wanted in the first place? Why would I do that? It don't make sense.
It's true.
It makes you munafiq. It makes you a hypocrite. People are not willing to do this.
And they're the best of people.
Worse. We're not here to please the people, bro. We're here to please Allah and His Messenger. We please Allah and His Messenger, you'll find that way, you'll find that barakah and that khair. Wallah, we've seen example after example after example of people losing their ghairah, losing their izzah, losing their hayah, because they let go of the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I've seen people, subhanAllah, look at young, you know, may Allah keep us all guided, we're human, we can make mistakes, we slip and slide, I'm not perfect, I'm far from perfect, far from it, not even an inch. But some of them are looking and think, you know what, will I be that guy on Yawm al-Qiyamah where the Prophet will turn his face away from me? I don't want to be that guy. You know what I mean? I'm a sinner, yes, I make sins, I make mistakes, but I don't want to be that guy when the Prophet said, Ummati, aspiri ummi, calling upon his ummah, and I'm that guy there when I'm there looking and I don't want to be that guy, bro. I want to be that guy with the Prophet when he says, Ummati, I'm part of that ummah. I want to be that guy walking behind them black flags and saying, you know what, yeah, alhamdulillah, we tried our best. We're not gonna be perfect, we're gonna make mistakes.
Of course.
That's the fitrah of Islam, that's the nature of who we are. We're not gonna be perfect.
We're all son of Adam, innit?
Also, every son of Adam will sin. You know what I mean? That's the way we are, and naturally, like I'm sure the Prophet was the hadith, the Qudsi hadith. Please quote me if I'm wrong. You know, to news mean that if you didn't sin, Allah will destroy us with a nation that sins and makes tawbah. That's how much Allah likes tawbah. We're not designed. We're not angels. We're gonna make mistakes, but we want to try our best, Habibi. And don't be scared. You know, you're gonna get to a point where Allah, you know, when you're on the haqq, Allah will give you. You'll be ghuraba. You'll be strange to the people. You'll be strange to the people. Like, look, I'll give you my example now. 1 minute I'm sitting with the king of Kuwait. Then I'm sitting with the prince of Saudi. Then I'm sitting with probably the biggest footballer. But where do I end up, bro? Have I changed? I'm still hearing it.
100%.
I'm still with my day ones and have I changed?
No.
Alhamdulillah, why? Because Israel's from Allah. I never wanted this. This happened through the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. I didn't want these footballers. I didn't want all this. This happened. How? You ask me what offside is. I don't know what offside is. I'm not even a football fan.
You don't even know what offside is?
Bro, ask me this. My brother-in-law is a very, very, very good football. He loves football. He's really, really good. Nabil Miller, bless him. He loves football. I take him to meet a lot of these players because, you know, like we've been with myself, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, bro, it don't mean nothing. I think that's why I get on with him so well. I remember the first football that came to me, Suleiman Dukara, may Allah bless him. And we're back in
what
contact.
Team?
Leeds United. He come, I never forget. He's come, he's come.
So,
He's come to my house, bro, Alan Rock.
No way.
He's come, bro. He's come to my house. He's popped up, and I thought it was a normal booking. I still got to ask him how he got my number. I don't know. And he took his time out. I said, what a beep team. What a poo team. What a rubbish team. Who supports Leeds? Who supports Leeds United? Come on, I knew that much at Leeds United. Come on,
Within the Premier League then?
I don't know if they were. You know, I've gone. Who the hell supports Leeds United?
What year was that?
That was probably 2019, 2018, 2017. No, 2010, 2011, something like that. Probably 2011. I've gone, what an ugly team who supports Leeds. He's gone, bro, play for Leeds. I looked at it, plays for Leeds United. I thought. So as he's laid down on the bed, I've just quickly Googled Leeds United players. I looked at Suleiman Dakar. I thought, bloody hell. So I quickly look at my house, my front room. I said, so I quickly look out the window. I peered out the window. There's like a 200 grand Bentley outside. What's in my house?
No way.
I was looking. I started laughing. And he got me there with the ripped jumper on, sitting there. And he's looked at me and he's gonna, yeah, bro, he's done his thing. Done
What nationality is he?
Suleiman Dakar is from, I think he's from Senegal, Senegalese.
Oh,
he's a good brother. He plays for
he's
Turkey
a
now.
black brother.
Black brother, Rivet Muslim, the Muslim brother. So after that, I remember he had an injury and he won an award or he went somewhere. And do you remember Mario Balotelli from Man City? The loud Balotelli, really loud one, Mario Balotelli.
Yeah, Balotelli, yeah.
Mad one. He used to be lighting fireworks
in
his house. And
suffered a lot of racism, man.
But he always used to be in the news. He used to be always lighting fireworks.
Yeah, he didn't care. He didn't care.
He was mad. He was
to play up front for Man City.
That's the one Man City player. I knew the main teams like Man City, Madrid, but you hear about the teams. But I didn't know of the players. Like, you know, I didn't know. I'm not a football fan, so he's gone now. I remember Mario Balotelli's come now, and with Balotelli's come, and as he's come through, I remember he's looked outside and he's booked in, and he's beep his horn, and he's looked and he's got kids playing Kirby's ice cream man, he's got kids playing water fights, proper typical walk out, spell on from the windows, proper typical Al Rock house.
Yeah.
And he's walked past. I still live there, bro. I still live there. That's exactly. I'm still in the same road. I still live there. I'm still in the same house, alhamdulillah. And he's come now, and he's parked up, bro. And he's come like in a Lambo, bro, and everyone's just looking at his car. And he's got like a blunt. It's just like a sore thumb. Like
No, I didn't know you done him.
Yeah, Mario, this is before social media. I made social media. I'll get to that why I made social media. Because so-called people didn't believe you in it. So-called, what we call them haters, but I'll give you more. I've never cared about these people. Yeah. I only came on social media because people didn't believe I was working with footballers. So-called people are meant to support you. They said, nah, you're not even monetarily. You're not even monetarily. I ain't got a clue, bro. I told one. I remember when and it started for me, if you remember, with the time. So let me get back to this, how it started. So
Mine was popped the horn.
It's pumped the horn. I've gone out now. He's looked. He's gone.
Smell doll everywhere in the ends.
I've come out. I probably smell of it now, bruv. I've walked to the kitchen. Once you walk to the kitchen, you can't get that smell off, bruv. It ain't coming off no matter how much savage you put in. It's not coming off. And I've gone now. I've walked out. I've gone, look, you need. I said to him straight, I said, look, you need me. I don't need you. You've come to see me all for money in it. He's gone, yeah, brother. You know, he's gone. And he's quickly phoned his agent. He's gone, yo, I'm here, but there's an agent geezer with like a 2-foot beard sitting there looking at me. Do I go in? He goes, look, just up to you. It's your life. Go in. You get me? Because these mans are connected. They can't just go and see anyone. He's coming, and now we're best mates. We're still best mates to this day. We talk regularly, and he always reminds me because Cam, I didn't know that you're gonna go. I said, look, never judge a book by its cover, innit? Never judge a book by its cover. Alhamdulillah, you know, you came and Allah gave me Izzah through that. I remember the dua I made. I said, whatever dua I do, I said, Yalla, let it be around Islam, which is Sunnah. Let it be. Let me take it all around the world, and let me revive the Sunnah of the Prophet. Let me do it, and that's what we're doing today with the will of Allah. All from Allah, nothing from us. So that's happened now. So with social media, I never used to take pictures of these guys' shirts. Only now recently I started collecting shirts and giving them to charities. I didn't care. I didn't know about this. Yeah. I'm not a football fan, you're. When I started working at Anthony Joshua, do you remember? Yeah. That's when it blew off for me, really to a different level. So when AJ made that video, do you remember seeing that video? Going back a couple of years ago before the Klitschko fight, he made a video for me, and he put a video and he's gonna come in the video. I've actually got the video on my phone. He's gonna come in the video and he's gonna look. He's gone, guys, I'm here with my mate here, and he's mentioned it, and he's threw me the video. He's seen the video, I'm very shy. And my mate's gone, oh, look, and next local guys, so-called companions, so-called friends, they ain't friends, bro. They're shaitans in disguise. All gup, late bloomers, all gup, nothing, never happy for the brothers, never want to support the brothers. I've told them, I said, bro, you know that Boxer Joshua? I'm going to start working. They go, I tell him, I was telling people he's working Joshua. The word spread on the ends, Mar comes off his rock, telling people he's lying. Yeah. Telling people, I spoke to one of my other close friends, he goes, Cam, have you heard of social media, Instagram? I didn't know about Instagram. He's gone, don't show the people, take pictures and post it. I was like, oh, okay. Then I made Revive Hijama page first. This is before the whole. Then I changed it to TheLimeTreeClinic when I made it official.
Oh yeah, it was Revive Hijama.
Revive Hijama with a blue background.
That's exactly what it was, though.
Revive Hijama.
I have to say, honestly, I did not know about Hijama until you brought it to the ends. Why lie? Until this day, Cam.
Alhamdulillah.
Hijama, bro. I think it's probably saved my life about 5 times.
Alhamdulillah, it's a beautiful son of the Prophet.
I get it done every 4 or 5 months.
Very good for you, bro.
I'm due for the last time I done it from you.
After Ramadan now, inshallah.
Yeah, after Ramadan. I do it every 3-4 months. I ain't done it recently, so I need last time I done it with you. But it's beautiful, bro.
It's the best thing, isn't it?
If you ain't getting your hijama done, get your hijama done, guys.
Even if you do it for general health, even if you just do it, it's good for you, man. Look, it was used in war. It was used when the Prophet was hurt. When it had headaches. It was used in many things. So it's used. So I will take a more medical approach to it. So that video's come out. That video's gone viral. Now everyone wants to be a best mate, innit? Now they all want to be your best mates.
Now they all want to be.
Now they all like, oh, Cam's our bro, my guy. Yeah. my bro, my G. Kutu my G. Yara, kya bonita le, kya tale mare pe yara, my bro, my G. You don't even know my name, bro. What's my full name? My bro, my guy, my G. Just shut up, man. Just shut up, man. I mean, don't give me all that rubbish, man.
Trust me.
Be real, I respect you more. I mean, be real, I respect you more. So also then Cam's lying. Labana swada, labana.
Yeah.
Marchan ala with rocker burger sauce, labana swada.
Trust
That's
me.
what happens, bro. So
All
make me
that
angry now, bro.
All that rocker burger.
That's best sauce in the world. The hottest chili. It'll burn your bum all to another level.
Trust me.
Bro, so labana swada. And afterwards, now they all want to be your best mates. So I started posting these footballers. They started following me on social media. They started blowing my page out. From them getting hits, likes, everything. I'm just started traveling the world, alhamdulillah. But you get these shayateen, these people who are meant to be your companions, but they're not your companions, bro. It's all a facade, it's all a fraud. They're only with you when you got something for them. They're only with you when you got something for them. They're only there because they're not there sincerely for the sake of Allah. They don't love you for the sake of Allah, subhanahu wa ta'ala. If they love you for the sake of Allah, they'll be with you from day one. And they'll love you and they'll support you, whether you got nothing, whether you got linked, whether you're linked to who, they'll be with you for the sake of Allah, subhanahu wa ta'ala. They'll always be with you. They'll always be supporting you, whether you're working from a front room, whether you're working from a clinic, whether you're working all over the world. They're your real companions. That's who your real friends are, not these salat shayateen.
100%.
You can't give up, and you can't give up, and you gotta stand by your value, and you gotta be true to yourself.
Absolutely. It's an old saying that you told me, you know, I can't remember how many years ago. Probably 2016 you told me. Or 2017 you told me this. You told me, don't show them, you said to me.
Just show them.
Show them.
Just show them, bro. Just do your work and just show them.
Talk less and just show them through
Do
action.
your thing, bro. Never give up. Because they're never gonna support you.
And
they're never gonna support you, bro. Baru andru sarsan.
That was on the motorway. You were telling me this advice when you took me to Paul Pogba's house.
Oh, mashallah, that was a great time, innit?
Yeah, I'll never forget this, bro.
You're a big Man United fan.
Yeah.
You're a football fan. I'm not
From
a football
young
guy. I'm never been a football guy.
young.
I've never. So for me, they're like brothers. They're like, oh, you're right, lads. So it's like, they're like boys to me. All these Sancho, all my boys. The best thing was with Sancho was I remember I was sitting with Sancho. My brother will tell you this, and I would laugh in my head. I've still got the message to show you. I was sitting there with this geezer in Pogba's yard, and we're chatting, we're having a good laugh and a gop shop, and we're talking. And I go, yo, I've got nabs. Who's this guy, man? I took a picture of him. He's going, bro, I've heard the name Sancho.
Yeah.
But I didn't know because we were calling him Jay in the house.
Yeah.
Yo, Jaden his name is.
Yeah.
And we were just there having a gop shop, chitting with him, a couple of hours chilling with him, gop shop, pause doing his bits and bobs, you know, P's always busy in it. So do a bit of I took a picture and he's going, bro, that's that Jaden Sancho. I was like, I love it. I go, bro, he goes, you know, I go, we go take a picture with you quick time. For about 2 hours with it laughing. He goes, you don't know who I am, innit? I go, Jaden, I ain't got a clue, I ain't got a clue who you are. So I'm going, fair play, I go, I like it that way. I like it that way, man. And he goes, it's better when it goes, so it's the way you gotta be in it.
I remember, you know, you took me to his yard.
Yeah, it's a good day that was.
You phoned me and you go, come pick me up.
Your car had no tax or something, or not MOT or something in it.
I put a number plate on my car.
Number plate on your car, the Beamer.
On the X5.
X5.
I put a number plate on the car and I never registered the plate. Well, I already got the plate on, but I never, you know, declared it. And I was gonna the next few days. I was just like being a bit, you know, lazy.
I just got one of the ones.
And you go to me, don't worry, just get ready. Come outside the yard. You pulled up in the Porsche, We jumped in the Porsche. And we just drove all the way there, bro.
Towards Manny, innit?
Beautiful drive. Trafford.
It was there.
Beautiful city.
Cheshire.
Beautiful.
Hale.
It ends all.
Very nice area, Hale, Cheshire, Oldsham. Beautiful area, mashallah. Beautiful area.
Beautiful.
What about to his house, didn't we? Went to his house, didn't
All the way to his house. I remember he was in a yellow Ferrari and he was getting followed by a next scooty car.
Yeah, and he's pulled in, yes.
The geezers pulled in. The geezers like following him everywhere. That's a bit mad, isn't it? The way they get followed,
you know, these men, they have 24-hour security around them. They have a lot of... See, I'm registered to that area. So when my car comes in, the police don't pull me over because I know I work with the players. They all live in that one area. And when you go to Hale, Cheshire, like when I work with West Ham players and like different teams like West Ham, Chelsea, these players, them players, they all know me that Cam's here. So it's all right, I'm linked to these addresses. Yeah. So security will probably look at me. They'll say, well, you're not Cam, how you doing? And that's it because I'm linked to them. Yeah. They know I'm coming. But if a Roman match to come, they'll be probably pressed. They'll come pull you up and say, what you doing here? You know, you got a warning.
Sure, I remember the security guy, he's looking at us like, you know, looking at me, but he was, but
you were sitting in that position watching, innit?
Yeah, it was just a mad thing, and it was just a mad feeling, bro. Meeting him, going inside his house, seeing his little basketball court, you know, the one you see on Insta.
Yeah, where he plays like football. Yeah, it's like a little mini football court.
It's just there. Soon you're walking, it's just there. But it's just an amazing feeling meeting him and seeing that, and kind of understanding that. Hang on a minute, you know what? Cam is the real deal, bro. Or
Izzat al-Maisha was Zilat al-Maisha. Allah honestly will disgrace who wills, isn't it? 100%. Allah gives that Izzat on it. Like, Izzat from Allah. Nothing from me. Who am I? I'm a nobody, bro. I'm a nobody. I've done nothing. It's just because I stuck firm to the Sunnah. I stuck firm to what I'm doing. Allah gave me Izzat through that. People don't understand that. It's nothing that I did. People say to me, how did you do it? I don't know. It happened through the Sunnah. to the barakah of the sunnah, to the khair of the sunnah.
There's an article going around that he might come back. They're saying that
Man, you again.
Eric the Hog's got a plan for him, and they want him back in the squad. Do you reckon he's coming? He'll come back?
I can't say too much because I know in person we speak every day, but I can't say too much. But,
that's what they're saying. Saying they might have him back.
He's going through a bit of a hard time at the moment with a lot of It's very hard for these guys, these footballers. You remember when he left Man United? I'm sure then at Juve, I think he had an amazing time, didn't he? He became a machine, and then he came back to United, but didn't do too well or something.
He done well, but he just got in. You know,
was injured, didn't it?
He kind of had a face off with Jose. Jose is another bad man.
Marino, yeah, I had a full on thing with him as well. With Jose, hey Jose, I don't like you, bro. So he used to stay in the hotel there. What's the name of the hotel in Manchester? I stayed at that hotel as well. He used to stay at a certain hotel in Manny. I forgot the name of it, man. Subhanallah. It's there. And I remember seeing him because he knows I'm Paul's boy. And we're in the lift, and he's such an arrogant guy, bro. I've opened the lift, and the lift was empty for breakfast. I'm going to come in and go, I'll get the next lift. I said, sorry, middle finger. I said, screw you then. Yeah. He's on it, you know, his game. He goes for it. Yeah. He's coming at dinner time. He's going, he wanted it. He come to me. He's got, you got a problem with me. Come on, let's go. Oh, was Marino, you know, I looked at him, I thought, should I get up and nut this guy or what? He's an old man, you know what I mean? Yeah. I started laughing. I was like, yo, Pogs, mate, this and that, blah, blah. I said, whatever, man. I just left him to it. I said, see you later, man.
In the end, he
never liked me, man.
He bought Pogba, and then he just ended up having a hate relationship with him.
They used to have a proper tiff in it.
Right at the end, yeah.
The football, I fly to Juventus regularly. I fly to Juve regularly. I got a lot of players in Juventus. I'm always keen. I got a lot of lads in Juve who I work with. And when I'm in Juve, I do stay for a week. Every couple of months I go. Pretty much I've just come back from there about before Ramadan, I think it was. So I'm in Juve quite a lot. But the Juventus team, Italian football is different. Now I've had to try and look into football now. I had to go and sit and analyse games. And
so you don't watch football? You don't know?
Football fan,
you know, every Sundays, back in the days, 2001, 2, 3, 4. What's the Italian league called? Series A? Or is it called La Liga? No, it's called Series A, I think it is. Basically, used to come on every Sundays on Channel 5 or Channel 4.
Is that like Italian football, French football, that kind of stuff?
No. Just Italian football used to come on.
Very good football.
You know the Spanish football, yeah? That come after. The Italian league was bigger then.
On it, man. The Italians are...
You see, like you got Real Madrid now and Barcelona. You know who was big then?
The Italians.
Juventus was big, bro. Back in early 2000s. We used to watch it every Sundays. There used to be a commentator. I'll have to Google his name and check. We used to look for him. And I remember I used to watch it. Gola! I used to come out. I used to watch it every Sundays. My brother's... like I said, my brother was a big... he still is. He watches football.
Big football fan, isn't he?
Yeah, big football fan. Sometimes I'll come into my mum's yard. He sit there and I'll go in the front room. Oh, look how I was watching football.
He's top like the diamond.
But yeah, Italian league was big, bro.
It's very good.
Big. They used to come on every Sunday. Every Sunday used to come on.
Look how many Italian players have come out from Italy, man. Look how many great players have come out from Italy.
Exactly.
Like that I know of anyway. To my nearest meaning, a lot of great players have come out from this. So you got to
100%.
Do what it's due, man.
Like I said to you, the Spanish league and the French league could not touch in the early 2000s the Italian league. The Italian league was, if not as big as the Premier League, probably bigger.
I used to work at a lot of the Spanish as well, like Real Betis, these clubs.
Okay.
Sevilla, Real Betis. I worked a lot of these clubs.
Sevilla.
Yeah, so Sevilla's beautiful, man. The area is beautiful.
Yeah, I heard the area is beautiful.
That country, man, and it's the whole it links back to Islam. It's linked to the old Islamic Empire.
Yeah.
So you'd speak to people in Sevilla, and they say, "Oh, my name's Maryam, my name's Aisha, my name's Harun, my name's Dawood, but I'm Christian." And you'd be like, "Eh?" They're like, "Yeah, we don't know nothing about the deen." Reminds you that this is the Prophet towards the end of time. There'll be people who know. They'll say, "Oh, our ancestors were Muslim, but we ain't got a clue." That's exactly what they say.
How did you meet Pogba though? When was the first time you met him? And the reason why I'm asking you this is because you've took me to his yard, bro. Cam, if I go to someone's house now after we're outside,
it's true.
No one lets you in your house, bro.
No one does, especially
back in the days when we were kids, we used to go inside the lad's house and eat roti, and friends' mom say, "Andar ach put the roti hai ki nahi." Yeah, no body ro. But obviously, you had him and you knew him so well. You know,
I'm his main physio for the last. I've been doing his main physio work pretty much for the last 7-8 years. I met him when I went to treat his brother, Matthias, the one who's got the fallout with now. I went to treat his brother Matthias in Sincerity, France. That's where I met him. Yes.
Yeah.
First time I never forget. Obviously, I was there when see him and his Pogba's brother. You get me? You hear about Pogba? You know. So I was there, and it's probably in the picture I posted, a video of him, and he's got a red Louis Vuitton, red and white. It's an old school picture. That's the first time I met him. He's come now and he's made a video with me, and he said, "Alhamdulillah, all praise to Allah." He's made a video with me. That's the first time I met him, and he's come there, and I'm going to treat his brother, but I didn't realize he's come to see his brother. He's come to see his mum. That's his mum's at Saint-Etienne in France, and he's opening the door, bro. It's Pogba, you know what I mean? And he's had a gop shop with me, became good friends, and he said, that's the first time I met him. I went to treat his brother, and he ended up falling into him, and then we just ended up. He goes looking after you. He goes looking at you anyway, because I wanted to come see you anyway, and then alhamdulillah, from there just clicked with him, and very, very good friends from there.
Nice guy.
My brother, man, I got nothing but love for him, man. Nothing but love for him, man. Just so I got love for everyone, but because it comes down to that, I don't put him on a pedestal. I don't put him too low. I just keep the same habit of love. You know what I mean? The well I have a phone right now, when you pick the phone up and
respect.
He'll be like,
I was watching his page the other day. I didn't realize he got three boys or two.
3 boys on my back.
Subhanallah. Little peas coming out, innit?
Loads of them on my
back. Pop was coming out.
He's a proper family man. He's a proper family man. He's a proper family man. He does a lot for his family. He knows what he wants. He knows what he's doing. And bro, you got to remember, he was one of the best players in the world, bro.
He's a bad player.
Bad man. He's got them long limbs in it. And I'm not into football. And I appreciate the way he kind of like kicks the ball and the way he moves and just the way he kind of he's amazing. The way he kind of pushes up. He's very strong. He's tall. Look how big he is. He's massive.
Yeah.
Like, so you got to remember the way he's an amazing player.
Attacking mid.
You know when he shines, inshallah, he's still young, man. You know when he starts, bro, he won't stop. You know.
He probably needs one or two more. He's accomplished quite a bit, man.
Bro, you know when he comes in, bro, you know when he gets into the grooves, and he ain't stopping, bro. He ain't stopping. I know his character, man. I know what he's like. I know when he starts, bro. You know when he's the mark, the pigeon is on, then he's gonna go all out.
He's on it.
Then he's on job, bro. He's not playing games. He's fully. He's on job. He's not playing game. Then he's fully going in. And fair play to him, and he will do that, inshallah. Let's hope. He's our Muslim brother, Riva. You know we got love for him, Muhammad for him,
100%.
We hope the best for him, inshallah. We hope the best for him.
So moving on, Cam, like what's next for you? So what do you think?
Next, my dear brother, alhamdulillah.
We're getting old now, innit? Getting old now.
Bro, look, next mark has 40, man, inshallah. We're getting old. Look at us, white beards, white hair. We're getting old. We're getting younger, man. My goal is, inshallah, if I can make a difference in the community, help the community, man. Put a lot of effort into the community. I love working with the community. Putting effort into the community. Try and make our community a place of goodness. Make our community a place of goodness, not this crime. Get rid of all this rubbish and just bring, the deen to our community, man. The deen is very important, man. Show the importance of Salah in our community is very important. And overall for myself, when it comes to moving, I want to move to Pakistan, inshallah. Yeah, I want to go to Pakistan, inshallah. Maybe about 2-3 years, I want to go to Pakistan, inshallah. Full time, inshallah, man. Go back to my motherland, man.
So would you say you're a religious person?
I try to be. I try my best to focus on my deen. I'm far from religious. I'm far from righteous. I try to be. My goal is to be righteous. I'd love to be righteous, but I love my deen, man. Of course, my Salah, alhamdulillah, I won't miss that. My basic fundamentals. Look, we're all human. We make mistakes. But I've got a golden rule. We all make mistakes, but don't go near the major sins. Yeah. And the majors, they destroy you, bro. 100%. The major sins take you out of the game, bro. They knock you back 6 months. The major sins, bro, they will put you on your ass for 6-7 months, but not returning. Very hard. Minor sins, you can recover. You can recuperate. True to God, nothing. You can make tawbah, give sadaqah, and intend not to go back to them. Minor sins we all do on a daily, but major sins, bro, they take you out of the game, bro. They bury you six months down, and then it takes you 6 months to recuperate from the major sins. Major sins really shut you down.
What's the most thankful thing this week that's happened to you? What's the most thankful thing for you to Allah that's happened this week, bro?
This right there, brother.
Yeah.
Water. Basic fundamental.
Ramadan, innit?
Ramadan. Ni'matullah, you know. Water. Allahumma barik. How can we not be of those who are grateful? Look, it's basic. It looks like nothing, but look how much it means.
Innit, bro?
Look how much it means.
I've run out my water and I feel like I need some more, man.
See that? But look at the barakah. Now we know we've got a couple of hours to eat. Then we're back in a couple more fasts. Ramadan's nearly over. May Allah accept it from us, inshallah. May Allah make it a means of goodness for us. May Allah accept it and forgive our shortcomings, you know. May Allah keep us, most importantly, may Allah keep us loving each other for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I'd love to bring that into our community. Love each other for the sake of Allah.
What from a dini aspect, what advice would you give to society nowadays?
Fix up, man. Fix up and love each other for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Forgive each other. We look at the sins we do, and yet we can't forgive somebody. SubhanAllah. I had a tip for somebody going back a few months ago, and it was mine. I don't hold it to heart. You know what I'm like. I don't think about it. I just go to sleep and I wake up, I'm done. And this one brother drove past me on the school run, and he just totally blanked me. And I went and pulled him up. I said, brother, look, do you not forgive me for the sake of Allah? And he's a pious brother, practicing brother. Oh, I said, brother, then what level are you on? I mean, I look at you as a, I said, I didn't mean what I did or what you did. It was a misunderstanding. Maybe I should listen, and you've got to be willing to listen as well. Somebody could be younger than you, and
so what happened? You blanked him, or he blanked you?
He blanked me. I went Assalamu alaikum, and he totally just turned his face. And I thought, "Smile, give me salam."
Early morning?
Not even early morning. Late. It was like after the school run, so it was like in the 3 p.m. run, and he was fully like anti but he wasn't even that deep for him to do that, So I said, "So you haven't forgiven me? So Yawm al-Qiyamah, you're gonna hang me for this, aren't you?" And he just went quiet. I said, "Bro, come on, man. I'm sure you got a lot in your pocket that you want to be forgiven for. You want the forgiveness of Allah, but yet you can't forgive me." And I apologize to him straight away as well. I didn't mean for it to be that bad. You know what I mean? I don't want to hurt no one's feelings, bro. I don't want to do anything wrong. But I'm also not going to be of those. Believers are not those who turn the other cheek, like the Christians. The Nasara, they hit me and say, hit me there. Nah. Allah likes a strong believer. Hit me, I'm going to break your face. Simple as that. Yeah. That's the deen. The deen is just. The deen is honourable. The deen gives that izzah and the honour.
So your advice in the dini aspect is to forgive.
Forgive, man. Forgive. Let it go, man. Let it go. Tomorrow go. Look, what's the way? We're gonna die. We're gonna die in a minute. We can die in. We might even finish this podcast, so baby. We might just on the way home. I hear passed away. You don't know. What's the point? What's the point, bro? What's the point of holding it in your heart? What's the point of letting it sink you? What's the point of because it turns you into a toxic person? You become very toxic. You know what I do? I'll tell you what I do, guys. Quick one. I don't want to keep it too long. So what I do, guys, I've got this habit I do, and it works. Think of a list of so-called enemies. Think of a list of so-called people you hate, and when you after your namaz, make to the God and just pray for them by name. Bro, it sinks in, it kicks in. Try it.
Seriously.
Bro, think of guys you cannot stand with. They've really hurt you. It's going to take a lot for you to do it. But try it, guys.
I can't do that,
Try it. Bro, try it. Go home tonight and try it. Bro, you have to try it. See, it's not about can't do it. You have to do it. We want the mercy of Allah on it. But yet we don't want to forgive others. Where's the justice? You got to be up on haq, bro. We're brothers. The love, but the haq is the haq. I still got to speak it. You're my brother. I love you to bits. I've never said oof against you. You hit me today. I'll put my head down because you're my brother. I'll always have love for you. But the haq is the haq. The haq is the truth is the truth. You have to do it. Just by you saying I can't do it. Nah, man. You have to do it. Try it. Try it. And tomorrow make a TikTok or a video mentioning how you feel from doing that. Mention them by name. Say, Ya Allah, forgive them. Call them by name. Cry to Allah. Say, Ya Allah, forgive them, people. I'm soft my heart towards them. Watch how your heart will get soft towards the people. Uqsum billah. Try it, bro. It's happened to me. Big things have happened. And I've thought, whoa, how can I? I've gotten the masala and I've just cried. And I said, Ya Allah, by name, them very same people. It's a very hard thing to do. Very hard thing to do.
I couldn't do it, man.
Habibi, you can. Trust me, you can. Trust me. I was the same guy. I could never do it. But when I started, bro, Allahu Akbar. Bro, it just goes over your head, man. It goes over your head, bro. It just goes over your head. Softens your heart in it.
That's iman, that is.
Softens your heart in it, bro. You have to force yourself to do it. So let's say A and B have done something to me which is really, really bad. I'll go home now tonight. I'll make dua. It'll be hard for me. Playing with me. I'll get the butterflies. I'll get all that. But I'll say, Ya Allah, for A and B. I'll pray for everything that I want for myself. I'll pray for A and B. Even though they probably hate me the most. They've done something so bad to me. But bro, how bad it will soften your heart, man. Allahu Akbar, bro. It'll change your perception of it, man. You'll change. It's hard to explain.
Have you done it?
No, many times. I do. Many times.
Have you seen them same people kind of change their behavior towards you or not?
100%. Even if they haven't, I'll leave it at least in the hereafter.
I know you haven't. I know you leave it to the hereafter, but after you've done it, have you noticed any change in your interaction, or is it something mostly the same?
It softens their heart. It softens your heart, doesn't it, initially? Because you gotta be the icebreaker. So if you see them, you gotta be the guy to say Assalamu alaikum, peace be upon you. And you got to be the those to approach him with love and muhabbat and ihtaram. It's a quick one with me. It happened. I don't want to keep it too long, guys. SubhanAllah, when we get into the groove there.
Yeah.
Happened going back like in school days, probably just as you leave school. I was a chinda guy. Remember the old Adams bus stops? We used to have the Adams bus stops by Adams, which gets the bus 94s.
Yeah,
Adams,
in town.
But opposite Priory Square. The old town bus stops.
Outside Greg's.
Outside Greg's, that's the one. So I've chinned the geezer there. Crack, I've put him out. Something's happened there. I've chinned him. I've put him out. He's dropped. But it wasn't a viable reason for me to chin him. I was having a bad day and I shouldn't have taken it out on him. And he's come wrong time, and we've had it off, and I've put him out, he's hit the floor, he's gone. I've done his dance, basically. I've hit him, and I thought, because I was in haram, because I was in that mahal, I didn't have that care, that qadr, that care, that sincerity, I'm feeling for him. When I came to Deen, I said, Ya Allah. I said, I was doing Umrah, because I've done Umrah quite a few times, but I accept it. I tried to go Umrah regularly.
Ameen.
And I said, Ya Allah, there's one guy I'd love to meet. But I've never seen this guy for a long time. And he's from Spark Hill, Small Heath. How many chances, bro? And I said, Ya Allah, I said, Ya Allah, please bring this guy into contact so I can ask him for forgiveness. And guess who booked it for Hijama, bro?
No way. Subhanallah.
He booked him, bro. And you don't think he clapped me with the big beard? He didn't clap me.
Seriously, he must have clocked you, bro.
He probably did, but I don't know, because as soon as I seen his face, I was like, I just felt like, oh my God, this is the guy. But I have to ask him for forgiveness. But he probably switched and started beating me up. He probably just, you don't know. Because it's one of them dirty shots, them dirty ones. Just crack, right on the money. Where he didn't have a chance to respond. It was just a dirty shot, basically. It wasn't nice. It was unjust. You got to be just. It was unjust.
You Judas him.
It was so much Judas. It was like, you what, bang. It was just like one of them ones.
Quick and sharp and short.
Short, right on the money. He was gone. But it shouldn't have got to that. It should have been, brother. Okay. It shouldn't have got to that. It shouldn't have been. That was billah. And I seen this guy and I said, so what I've done, I put the cups on him. I put him on his head first so he freezes. He can't move. The pain of the cup. So I've cupped him on his head first. He's like, he's going, oh, bro, this head's like, oh, brother, can I ask you something? And he's gone, I said, bro, look, do you forgive me? He looked at me and I knew straight away. I gone, look, bro, he goes, but alhamdulillah, he was practicing as well.
Subhanallah.
I go, please, bro. I said, look, bro, forgive me. He's gone, years ago. I said, you're saying years ago, innit? But you had to go home with that black eye, see your mother in it. that mother might have, when you send that person home with a black eye or with a cut or something, that guy's mother, when that curse comes, it reaches the heavens, bro. When that mother sees a son with a cut or a bruise from her heart, that's, you know what I mean? I said, bro, please forgive me. And I said, you know what, the only thing I could do, we could remain friends as brothers. I love you for the sake of Allah. Please forgive me. It was years ago. We were jahil. It was years ago, 10 years ago. But my brother, this hijama's on me. Alhamdulillah, a little gift from me. He goes, no, it's your haq. He goes, it's your haq. It's your izzah. It's your haq. It's your risk. I said, brother, don't worry about that. It's a little gift from me. And I felt good, man. I felt good. And now we talk regularly. We speak regularly. He follows my WhatsApp story, I post on WhatsApp, and we speak regularly. Alhamdulillah. And we just forgot about it. Alhamdulillah. We become best of friends, man.
Next level feeling.
I would have even got to the point where I said, I close my eyes, just do what you got to do to me, because it would have been his intercom, eye for an eye. It would have been, I said, do, because there was no need for me to hit him. There was no need for me to do that. It's like you hear about these young kids now who are fighting, and there's no need for them to do this. They're stabbing someone, they're killing someone. There's no need for you to really do that. There's no need. It can be resolved. You don't have to go and stab someone. You don't have to fight someone. You don't have to physically get involved. You don't have to. A lot can be resolved without you fighting. A lot can be resolved without you fighting. You don't need to fight, If you're fighting for a just reason, yes, alhamdulillah, it is what it is. But generally, you can avoid a lot. You don't need to get into that, if that makes sense.
100%.
You don't need to get into this. You don't need to.
What is your favourite struggle, Cam?
My favourite struggle, subhanallah, man. Just hoping that Allah forgives me, man. I wake up every day, man, just hoping that Allah forgives me, man. I try my best, bro. I'm not perfect, but I do try my best, bro. I do, man. I know people probably think I try my best in certain departments, man. I do, man. But I make dua. But I have that reliance as well in Allah, that He will forgive. He will forgive.
100%.
But balance. You have to balance it. You can't be like the Christians. Oh yeah, God forgives all. You know what I mean? Yeah. You have to have balance as well. You gotta do that, and you don't want to. You want to have that proper redemption. Where you don't want to go back to that sin. And sometimes I slip in certain departments, and I make dua. I say, Ya Allah, keep me focused. I slip back. I say, Ya Allah, keep me focused. I slip back. Then there's something wrong that I'm doing, which is not allowing me to do it. And I need to try and find that. Hence why I sit up with the ulama. I sit up with scholars. I speak to them, and they give me advice.
Is that your favourite struggle?
Yeah, man. That's
the deen.
The deen is it's a life, innit? Deen isn't just grow a beard, wear a thobe, and wear a topi and walk around. Nah, man. The deen's a life. It's a lifestyle. It's honourable. It's just. It gives you that. It's everything, isn't it? It's a full package.
100%.
Down to your zakah, down to your hajj, your umrah, your worships. I'd love to be a
Your
5 times
salah,
salah in the masjid.
your akhlaq.
I'd love to akhlaq, your mahabbah with people, how you hold people. Like we always said, you can't mix gangsterism with Islam. It don't exist. It's become a fashion now.
It's a contradiction.
It's a contradiction. It don't make sense.
100%.
It goes back to having can there be a halal pig? Can there ever be a halal pig? Never. You can't be a gangster. You can't be a Muslim. It don't make sense. So if you're about this gangster Muslim thing, it don't make sense. You just don't. I think it was Tupac once got offered the role. Remember?
Yeah.
And that's Tupac Shakur come from a Muslim and he got offered the role. And there's a video of it going viral where he goes, where they go to him, and you want to play? He goes, how can I play something which is not possible?
It's not true.
It's not true. He goes, how can I play? That was Tupac, who a lot of these kids look up to. Well,
Yeah.
I think it's more our generation Tupac was on it. I was like, but it's like it's like he
I've
goes,
seen
how
that.
can I?
I've seen that clip.
There's a clip going about on TikTok. I'm sure there's a clip going about.
Yeah,
But he
that's
says clearly, he goes, how can I play a gangster and a Muslim? And it just doesn't make sense. It just
I remember him saying exact words. There is no such thing.
as Muslims we can't contradict as well.
100%.
We have to be true to what our roots of it. Look, Allah doesn't say
I've-
zina. Allah says don't just get married. Get married 4 times. Allah doesn't say don't eat. Allah says don't eat haram. Allah doesn't say don't drink. Allah says just don't drink alcohol. There's rules set in place for a reason.
100%.
So we just gotta try our best, my brother. We all got our weaknesses. We all got.
I got one of my weaknesses. Without a shadow of a doubt, is probably music.
Bro, I was gonna get to this. Subhanallah, I was actually gonna get to this. And I'm a very straightforward guy. You're my
Yeah.
brother. I got love for you. But like, it goes back to the haq. Haq is haq.
100%.
When we do this podcast, please don't put music in it. For the sake of Allah.
Yeah.
Watch out, Allah will put khair and barakah. When you make that qurbani for Allah, he'll make khair.
What about
I was
in
gonna
the-
say this. Even in the introduction, we don't need it. We don't need it. We can't. There's no khair. We don't need it, Habibi. You're my brother, but I'm not gonna. I know Yom Qiyamah. You're gonna thank me for me saying this to you, and I'll be thanked vice versa.
So when I make the shorts,
we don't need the music. We don't. What are we gonna do? We don't need the music. What's the point? What are we gonna get out of
saying
it?
that, Cam,
Try it.
I don't know why. Yeah, I don't listen to it
You know, it's
anymore
just
as much as I used to. Don't get me wrong.
Gee,
Since
we're human. We're human.
since I've been practicing and since I've grew my beard back in
Beautiful. I
2013.
remember when you started.
I've stopped listening to it occasionally. Here or there, get caught up on it. I recently got caught up in it in the social media.
It's alcohol of the soul, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ibn Qayyim al-Jawziyah said it. The music is alcohol of the soul. I'll give you a quick example. If you have a love song, you remember your ex. You put a gangster song, you want to go shoot someone. You put a niche song on, you remember Niche Sheffield. Everything it's alcohol of the soul. So what music will do? It will dilute your soul. So when you're listening to a tune, a love song, you remember your ex from college or your ex from school, or you remember a certain. It's alcohol of the soul. It pollutes the soul. We could sit here right now and we put Quran on, and there's barakah, it's peace. It brings down your algorithm pattern on your body. It brings everything down. But when you put music on, it'll vibrate your soul. Like look at Ibn Qayyim al-Jawziyah, rahimahullah, one of the Salaf as-Salih. He mentions, rahimahullah ta'ala, about how it's alcohol of the soul. And Uqsum billah is alcohol of the soul. But try. Sometimes in life you got to make bold moves. I was gonna say this, and I mentioned to you. I said, brother, please, when we do the podcast, we don't need music. We don't need it. We don't need it. Okay, wallah, we don't need it, man.
No, it's true still.
The barakah is in, and be brave enough to make the moves. We're not here to please the people. That's one thing, is we're here to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and He'll make a way for us, inshallah.
Inshallah. How do you deal with pressure, Cam?
Pressure, Habibi, qadar Allah. What's the worst gonna happen? I'm gonna die. I was in that mindset. I know it's a bit of a crazy mindset. What's the worst gonna happen? What's the worst gonna happen? We're gonna die in it. You know, what's the worst that's gonna happen? We're gonna pass away.
When was the last time you were under pressure? You don't have to tell me what it was, but like, you know, and how did it make you feel, and how did you deal with it?
Alhamdulillah, maybe a couple of weeks ago, I had a little situation where I was up on haq. I know I was up on haq, alhamdulillah, and I still stand by to say that I was on haq. And those who are involved know that I'm on haq, alhamdulillah. And I was standing openly and say I was on haq, alhamdulillah, because Allah is sufficient for me, alhamdulillah. I was on haq, and I was always constantly say I was on haq.
Allah is sufficient for
Allah is sufficient for me. Allah is sufficient for me. I don't need nobody else. Alhamdulillah. That's been Allah wa ni'mal wakeel. That's sufficient. So I had a situation going on where I was upon the haq, where I got put in the mix as if I wasn't on the haq. And I said, no, I'm not going to take the fall for something which I'm not responsible for. Haq is haq. You have to be just. And there's companions that were involved. I said to them, you have to be just. They didn't like it. Haq is haq. Allah is sufficient for me. I'm not here to get orders of nobody or be told by somebody something's right when Allah's message have told me clearly, this is right, this is wrong. That's sufficient for me, alhamdulillah. And that was it. I wouldn't even call it pressure. I'd say alhamdulillah, because Allah is sufficient for me.
100%.
Why should I pressure for? Allah's enough for me, alhamdulillah. What's the worst gonna happen? Gonna kill me. I'm gonna die. Yes, you know.
Yeah,
what's the worst gonna happen? What, isn't it? That's but haq. Would you rather die upon the truth? What kind of people have come and gone before you? People don't forget about you. 2 weeks ago, guys.
Live like a man,
they forget. Die like a man. Die upon the truth.
100%.
When you're upon the truth, when you're upon just, when you're upon haq. Many people now claim this, but they bend the rules for people. No. You gotta be true to yourself all the way through. You gotta be true to what you believe in and what you stand for. This is where we go wrong, my dear brother. So alhamdulillah, generally, what's the worst gonna happen? We're gonna die. Most things but haq anyway.
It's true.
It's gonna happen. We'd rather die upon the haq than die upon falsehood.
I seen you doing a lot of you know, may Allah bless you.
Allah safeguard.
May Allah bless you, the whole team around you.
Ameen, ya Rabb.
What's Eggy's brother's name?
Brother Mislak, mashallah.
Mislak,
Allah
yeah.
Mabarak, may Allah bless him.
May Allah bless him.
He's in Syria at the moment doing the
Is he?
charity work,
Subhanallah.
alhamdulillah. So all the money raised for charity, we give him, he goes direct and he gives the money to charities, to the poor people.
I come down one of the days, but you went there.
Oh, subhanallah.
And funny enough, when I left from there, I come back over here
Gee.
towards Ladypool Road, and I seen you here drive past.
Oh, subhanallah.
And at first, you horned at me, and I didn't realize it was you. And then I remember I was phoning you after, or I sent you a voice note. But yeah, man, subhanallah, you done put in a lot of work, man. May Allah bless you,
It's
man.
never enough for me. We have to do a bit in it. You know, if Allah's giving you a platform, use it for khair. Use it for goodness.
How much did you raise, Cam? You raised,
We've done about 42 grand, you know. Allah Mabarak.
subhanallah,
42 grand.
all from the
Just
clinic,
all from
outside the clinic.
People come, people give.
You're doing, you
people have
took
got
it to
big
the next
hearts.
level, man.
People have got big hearts, Allah Mabarak. People have got very big hearts, man. People have got very big hearts. You know, people give, but you know that 42 grand for us is like, whoa, but for them it's nothing, bro.
Tell me about, you know, one of the days, like what happened and how much you raised and how you got rid of it, man. Because you were doing
We were just,
there's loads of things
when
were
we
going on.
launched it, people were coming
Clothes,
with
flour,
clothes,
seen
atta. We had
pallets
people
of-
pallets. Brothers were coming with pallets, Allah Mabarak. But we got a unit which was in one of the brothers, brother Joker, Afan, may Allah bless him. And Joker had a unit in KP, so we were sending everything there. We had pallets and trucks, and brother Jamal, everyone came together. All the lads came together, mashallah, for just cause. Everybody, and one thing about our community, people give.
Yeah.
People give.
Subhanallah.
Alhamdulillah. And that was all from outside the clinic. Allah Mabarak, alhamdulillah.
I was reading a quote today on Instagram. Let me just check my Instagram
Gee.
and I'll show you. Beautiful, beautiful quote. It's not a hadith or something. It's just a saying from a guy. The guy is called Asim Khan on Instagram. Asim Khan 21C. Check it out. You see, do you know who this guy is? He's got a blue tick. But it says there, giving sadaqah is like transferring money from your current account into your hereafter account. You are not going to lose it. Trust me. This guy here, check my story.
Definitely, I'll follow him up, inshallah. Give him a follow.
Yeah, see who he is.
Beneficial.
Yeah, but amazing saying, man. I don't even know who he is. I need to see, check.
That's
who he
become sadaqah for him now as well. When you follow that, that's become sadaqah for him.
100%.
All the people that will listen to the podcast now, that'll become a reward. Sadaqah jariyah, you'll never go wrong. You'll never lose your sadaqah. You'll always be. Allah says in the Quran, Allah says, all you who believe want to make a deal with the Lord. That's what Allah says, all you who believe want to make a transaction with the Lord.
100%.
Allah says, who wants to make a transaction? Well, multiply it by 10 times over. Allah will always make a way for you, man. He'll always make a way for you.
Absolutely.
Ways that you never see coming, but we as insan, we shaitan puts the fear of poverty in our hearts. Oh, you're gonna go poor. You're gonna go poor, man.
Where were you when you first seen the tragedy that happened?
The tragedy in of Sham.
Take in.
I think I was at home, you know.
Yeah.
I was at home and I seen social media, everything just bang. And then when I seen it, I was like, yo, whoa, I said, we gotta do something, man. The next day,
Who gave you the first phone call where the sign come that, you know what? Hang on a minute, we need to get together for this.
I was literally just put up on the message with the lads. I go, lads, we need to do something. And they go, Brother Mesak's doing the charity work, because I remember he was doing it. And he done a lot for the. I said, Brother Mesak, you want to help us? He goes, of course, man. Come down, got the jackets, got the buckets out.
What charity is he with?
UCF, alhamdulillah, Allah bless him. Very good brother, mashallah. Very, very good brother, mashallah. Really changed his life. He changed his life.
Yeah,
He's changed his
I know
life.
Mesak for a very long
He's
time.
changed his life, man. He's changed. He's a very, very good guy. A diamond. Him and his brother Eggy, diamonds, man.
Yeah, all time Eggy, man. Eggy's a good brother.
Eggy's a serious guy. Very
Yeah,
good brother, man.
nice
Straight to the point. Direct guy.
Yeah.
Direct brother.
All time, the dad as well. He's a beautiful
Diamond.
man.
He's a
Known
diamond.
him since I was a kid.
Diamond, you know.
Yeah, so
Ahmed, innit?
big up Mesak, big up Eggy, man. You don't know the thing, my
All
brothers.
good brothers.
MashaAllah.
We got good brothers around us, man. One thing, our community, our age, you know, there's not much unity as there used to be, but there's still a lot of good brothers, man.
100%.
Allah Mubarak.
What did he do? He came down to the clinic.
He came down, got the jackets on, got the little vests on, the UCF vests, and said, right, let's go and blow this out, and we went and blew it out. And
Oh, you
first
started
ever
standing on the road, innit?
Bro, we just blocked the road off, man. Allah Mubarak. No one ever does Washington Road.
Yeah.
I was like, you know, he was like, where these guys come from, Washington Road. He's like,
Everybody must be
everyone's
angry because that place chock-a-block anyway.
He's like, everyone's like, we'll just watch this road around the corner of the clinic, and we had people coming dropping pallets and pallets and pallets, and people throwing cupra, and people, man, it was just crazy, man. But alhamdulillah, it went for a good cause, innit? Good
Subhanallah.
cause, alhamdulillah. That's what we got to do, try and do whatever little we can do, my dear brother, you know. That's what we can
Absolutely.
do, make that change. Be the change you want to see in the world, innit?
I've seen recently as well, something I wanted to touch up with you, about loads of robberies going on in the ends, man.
Yeah, loads of robberies. Alhamdulillah, in that area we've got a lot of unity and Mubarak, but people are not serious about the cause, and people are not just, and people do it for different brownie points, and they're not really sincerely. You can't get success if you're not sincere. Alhamdulillah, we've got a group of good, sincere brothers. That's sufficient for us, alhamdulillah. And if you see things happening, all pressure Allah will do what we have to do, alhamdulillah.
Sully, did that clip of Cam go viral? Of when he gripped the person and he was angry with him.
Yeah, things have to. Look.
What happened, Cam? Tell us.
Those, you know, obviously, that brother, he had certain information linking to certain things, and people see that clip, but nobody sees what happened before that clip. For an hour before, and I didn't launch that clip. That clip was launched by somebody else.
Okay.
An hour before, we were talking to him, questioning him. The guy's father was there. His father was as well. His father was.
So was
there.
he actually involved?
He was to a certain degree. He knew who was doing it, so he's part of the parcel.
Yeah.
So there's more clips where he's giving names, but we didn't expose him. We don't expose people. That's how we went out of those exposed people. But Allah gives you izan khair. And then obviously we had to do what we had to do. We had to give him a little shake up just to get the names out of him. You know, and it was what it was, brother. Alhamdulillah, you know, we don't feel the blames. We're not going to sit here and try and shy away from things that, you know, we're going to do. We're going to do what we have to do, and we'll take the responsibility for it. Alhamdulillah. As men, we'll stand by the truth no matter what.
Was he being cheeky at the start?
No, never. You got to be just about it. He never. He comes with his dad. And his uncle's a good friend of mine, believe it or not. His uncle's actually a very good friend of mine. So done a bit of research, found him, and we spoke to him, and after about an hour of negotiating with him, first he didn't know what was what. Then he got shook up a bit. Then he started more information.
He's acting like he doesn't know me.
And then things started trickling. Then it led to more openings of the cans, and alhamdulillah, they reduced, didn't they? Alhamdulillah, they reduced. So you got to be upon the haqq. You got to be upon a just cause. You know what I mean? You got to do things justly. You got to do things fairly. Our job is to please Allah and His Messenger. It's not here to please people. It's not here to get green lights of people. It's not here to get ticks of people. It's here to please Allah and His Messenger and do things by the truth, no matter what period.
You see a lot of double standards nowadays.
Oh,
innit?
definitely, bro. Definitely, you gotta be just.
Gotta be on the haqq, brother.
Gotta be upon the haqq, bro.
But the next thing you know, the guys on a double race.
The guys licking a couple $100 grand. The guys' own brothers shot him all. It don't make sense. You talk about the haqq, but you're not being fair. You gotta be fair, innit? You gotta be upon justice yourself, innit?
100%.
You can't be a hypocrite. You cannot be a hypocrite. If you're a hypocrite, you'll be destroyed. You know,
The worst of people, innit?
yeah. If you look at people get hyped. They watch a bit of Ertugrul. They watch a bit of stories of Khalid bin Walid and think, oh look, the conqueror. Yes, he was, but where did he start off first? He cleaned it from inside first, didn't he?
100%.
He cleaned it from inside first. When he cleaned it from inside, that's where the khair and barakah came from. He cleaned up the mess from inside with the munafiqs from within. So when you clean up the munafiqs from within, you know, then before you know it, everything opens and detonates. Alhamdulillah, everything detonates. Then the worms get exposed. And Allah will always put. And then I think there was some guy who was making some videos about me. Remember, some videos going on about me on TikTok. Some guy made an account about me, calling me, saying some man. But alhamdulillah, I found it funny, bro.
What was he doing?
They just make some sham accounts about me, like, oh, Cam the Lime Tree guy, this, that, blah, 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 oppressing people, blah. I've never oppressed nobody in life unless I've had it come to him. Simple as that. So if I've had it come to him, I'm going to give it to him even more simple as that.
100%.
I'm not going to back off, and I'm not going to take that back. If somebody wants it, they're going to get
Why
it.
should you?
Why should I? Haqq is haqq.
Yeah.
Truth is the truth. Even in Jahiliyyah, ask the lads, even when I was in Jahiliyyah, I would never go out there and cause trouble. I'd ask twice, the lads, are you sure about this?
But Cam would back it.
Why not, innit?
Cam look like the little guy, but he's not.
You got to be just in it, bro.
100%.
You're from Allah, you got to be
You
fair.
see him climb. You'll see him walk through the crowd. This little guy, Cam, come. So go on, then I'll have a straight now. I'll have a 1-to-1.
If it leads to that, then why not? Innit? It takes real men to do it, and then many people's assholes twitches. Then you see them. Many people give the whole talk, but when it comes to having a straight now, they ain't got no bottle. Their asshole starts to twitch because they're not on haqq. You can't be strong and you can't be wrong and strong. It's impossible. If you're on the haqq, if you're on the might, I've been in this situation where I've been with my friends, and there's been times where they've gone and my mate's had a situation over with somebody, and I've said to the guy, look, bro, please calm down. look, let's not look this calm, and the guy's like whipping his phone out and saying, no, brother, this is that. So how about you put your phone out? I'll give you a one-on-one. The whole mood changed. And you're like, whoa, that was rich, innit? I was like, from giving the whole gun talk and then to saying, well, let's have a one-on-one then. You want to go, let's just do it. Let's just have a couple of rounds, you know what I mean? Why not? Bit of fun, stretch the arms, see what happens. I'll go on the black eye, you go on the black eye, but you'll have that. And then you just go, oh, brother. Then they give the whole brother talk, you think.
It becomes your brother then, innit?
You think that's a bit rich, innit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You think someone, you've got to put people in their place for a reason, for a valid reason, but Deen teaches a balance, bro. Deen's a balance. It's not about, people think Deen's about wearing a ripped jubba and that's not Islam. That's not Islam, bro. Islam is about rajal. Islam makes you a man. The time I said Umar, rahimahullah ta'ala, there was men walking, and they had ripped jubba and they had we had the pious ones. He goes, pious ones, Sayyidina Umar brought Amir al-Mu'mineen, who shaitan never crossed the path with him. Went home, got a stick, started caning him.
Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu.
Walk with your back straight, you believers. He goes, what's all this? Islam makes you why do you want me to tawaf? The first three, we walk with our chest. The first three ramal that we do, we walk with our chest high. Why? Because Allah's given Izzat to Islam. The Prophet and the Sahaba used to walk, and the Quraysh, the Kuffar of Quraysh, they knew that these are men of integrity, men of honor. Allah, the deen's a very strong deen, a just deen. But at the same time, men like Sayyidina Umar, look, when he used to stamp his foot on mountains, he'd stop shaking. But he used to have permanent marks of tears in his eyes. He'd cry at the same time as well. Got to be honourable. Your honour's in Islam. Your honour's not in this gangbanging. There's no one rates you when you're a sort of gangbanger. Nobody rates. They never hate you.
It's fake.
It's fake. It's a lot of palaver.
It's all fake.
What? No one knows who you are. I ain't got a clue. You know what I mean?
100%.
Just a muppet, mate. You know what I mean?
But we were younger, and we there was a time when growing up in the ends in the BA area. We formed a crew. In the early days to kind of help support each other.
Just back it in it. Just bare soldiers. Just backing
in
it for
people
a reason.
who were not from the area that were unjust towards the people in the area.
100%.
And also we formed a crew to
on standby 24/7.
Anybody who was unjust in the area.
Deal with them.
They're not getting away with it.
They're not getting away with it, bro. Everyone's fair.
You hear me?
Everyone's
Everybody's got to be fair.
Everyone's got to be fair.
You got to show respect.
Got to show adab and ihtiram.
You know what I'm saying?
Love for the sake
Got
of
to
Allah.
show respect to the elderly. Respect to the honourable.
100%.
And that's how you get it back.
So you get it back, my dear
But
brother.
nowadays, I see in society, bro, there's no akhlaq, there's no adab,
Nothing scares
there's no
them as well,
respect, bro.
bro. Even jail, for them, going jail's it's a brownie point. It's like they got stickers.
100%.
But they're getting 30, 40 years, bro. They're not getting 3-4 months. They're getting 30, 40 years.
100%.
But it don't scare them because they listen to all this drill music. We didn't have all this drill music.
I don't think it doesn't scare them. I think that they're so under the influence of the different kinds of
crazy stuff. We never had that.
bro. Yeah, balloons, bro. I'd never.
We should have singles from the corner shop. I never get a single.
100%, bro. Like I've never been a single kind of guy, but balloons, bro. What the hell, man? Like, what's going on?
You
What's
see
cracking?
it on the road. You see
Yeah,
doing it, man.
alhamdulillah. I'm so
popular.
glad that recently they've kind of banned it.
They've got rid of it.
They've banned it. They've
Allahumma
issued
barik,
a law on it.
That's really good, man. I wasn't aware of this.
They've issued a law recently.
I wasn't aware of that. I wasn't
that,
aware of that. We were actually thinking of going
especially
and
these bob shops. They can't supply NAS. Is it NAS? What is it? Nitrogen oxide.
Nitrogen oxide, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, they can't supply it anymore. So alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah's
But
blessings, innit?
otherwise, when I used to go Lady Per Road, bruv, I don't know what Rock Road was like, but when I used to go Lady Per Road, bruv, you never believe it. What's going on, bruv?
Marcian, bro.
Marcian, Jache, youngsters.
Spaghetti, isn't it? Spaghetti.
Yeah, man, it's like-
no hair on it. You see them like shouting. They swear as well. They go mad.
Yeah.
Like, wow, they start swearing, shouting. They're proper rude, and then they calm
Yeah.
down again. And then they do the balloon thing again, the gas thing, like that. Like, it's like a big blue tank thing.
Yeah.
They used to have little silver bottles first. Remember, little on the road. Then they become a big blue tank
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
And then they do it, and then they become like. And then, but I've seen people that lose.
Bro,
their
give
legs
him a
as well.
nice strong tea, bruv. You know what I'm saying?
Literally, man.
You
They got
know,
no gharat. A man has no control of himself. If he has no gharat in it, it becomes a bagarat in it.
put some nutmeg in the tea, man. Strong nutmeg. Set to you, son.
They'll be fine. They'll be
You
fine.
get me? Better than that bloody NAS, whatever they're drinking.
Bro, they're losing. They're popping their nerves in the head, and people have got like disability issues, like in the legs downwards. The legs get bent. Their limbs go. I've seen people that come to the clinic, and their faces like like there's no movement in their muscles. The nerves are popped. And is it worth it? Is it worth it? Is it like
I'm glad they banned it.
Alhamdulillah. So I wasn't aware of this. I was not aware of this.
They banned it.
Alhamdulillah, really, that's
There's a law.
great news, man.
It's a fenalina now.
Allah Mubarak.
Yeah, it's a fenalina.
That's a blessing because it saves a lot of headache and saves a lot of crime, like, a lot
Trust
of
me.
accidents, car accidents.
Yeah, man.
Imagine doing that and you lose your head, you're floating for 10 seconds, you're going to smash your car, man.
I seen one the other day. Some guy was in an S3. They gripped him. My man's writ off about 3-4 cars. Drove into 3-4 parked cars. All the cars are writ off. His car's writ off. He's trying to do a run out. They've gripped him.
But he probably didn't have a clue what he was. Like,
He was off key.
Astaghfirullah. Allah safeguard us. Make dua, man. You know, we gotta make dua for the youth and try our best to stay focused. Inshallah, we'll get there. We'll get there. Inshallah, as long as we remain upon the truth.
What do you think nowadays? What is the answer for the youth? Because when I see the youth nowadays, Cam, I don't see like what we had, bro. Like, you know, when we were younger, I was part of a crew. You get me? Alhamdulillah, we had a beautiful lads. Everyone was upon haq. Everyone, you know, there was some guys. There was some of the gentlemen who were involved in us or crew. Some of them were doing wrong, or being wrongful, or you know. But there was you know, senior members, you know, of our team, shall I say, that used to say, guys, fix up in it. That's not allowed. That's double standards in it. You can't do that. Be just. Bulla was one of them. 100%. I remember in a situation, like I got told, like a situation happened once in Pelham, and it was with a I'm not going to mention his name. He was with a black guy called I'm not going to mention his name.
Yeah.
He's not around no more. He's from Nichols, but he was a bit of a problem. He had a problem with one of the lads over some road rage, and what they done is they threw a shish kebab, you know, a rod,
bloody hell,
at his car, and his window broke, and the lad had his missus and his kid in the car.
That's unjust, isn't it? It's not nice.
So it kind of went off, and he's known as a guy who's, you know, he's a problem.
You can have it, innit?
Yeah, he can have it, and he'll cause, like, you know, he'll result into, you know,
expanding it.
Yeah, into, you know, taking it to the next level. And I mean, I wasn't around. I think I was in Pakistan, and they were saying to me that they come back. You know, he had you know, a weapon on him, and they were saying that
discharge the firearm and that.
No. He was saying, yo, you know,
who's done it?
You know, what is it? Who is it? You think you're gonna do that? Ray, my family's in the car. Boom, boom. And Bulla was there, and the lads were telling me. Bulla goes to him, listen, you know, we're in the wrong. They shouldn't have done that to you. Your kid was in the car. We're going to pay for the damages. 100%. But let me tell you something. We're not scared of you, you know.
100%.
We're in the wrong, innit?
Exactly.
So we're going to show you that there was disrespect. We're going to pay for your damages.
100%.
But listen, the way you behaved was unnecessary.
No need to come back like a bad
man. And we're
man.
in the wrong now, and your kids in it. But don't think that we're scared. Because if you think we're scared, come back.
It's on.
Come back and we'll show you what time it is.
100%.
And I remember hearing that, and I was thinking, yo, Bulla was a just guy, man.
Fair, man.
And may Allah bless him, yeah. But society now, when I see situations, I don't see the same, bro. Like, first of all, sometimes when I come in the Eden, sometimes, yeah, and I hear stories, he's talking about him, he's talking about him, he's done him, he's talking about him, and I'm thinking to myself, yo, like, where's the mead?
Where's the love? Where's the person to say, look, sit down, what you doing, where's the person?
What's going on?
But see, the problem is they all want to be that person.
Yeah,
but they're not willing to meet halfway.
They're all like backstabbing each other, talking rubbish about each other.
You can't unite upon what's wrong in it. You can't unite upon what's haram.
Ultimately, I think that's what it is, isn't it?
That's what it is. If you're there like trying to rob somebody, your real motive is to take some money or make him sell drugs or use the nickah for dirty work, and then you're trying to become a leader at the same time or someone respecting the community, it's not gonna happen, is it, bro? It's not gonna happen because you're uniting upon haram, upon wrong. All links down to the religion, doesn't it? If you stick to the fundamentals of our religion, you won't have this problem.
I can understand, like, you know, the youngsters just trying to stick together, trying to form a little, you know, base or a little crew or a little team so they can help each other and back each other up.
That's not the intentions, though.
Is that?
That's not the intentions. If that's the intentions, that'd be the way we were. We never had them problems until later on.
So what advice would you give? So not only to the youngsters, the younger generation or growing up, not only to them, what advice would you give to the local rappers who are trying to do their thing because that's all they know?
I speak to one of them, and he's a good kid, you know, and he goes to me because I know what I'm doing is wrong. I go to him, look, you need to stop it. It's not good for you, man. It's not good for you. You might imagine dying upon this, and he knows he comes from a very good practicing family as well. And he said, look, I'm going to stop inshallah soon. I said, look, make that soon ASAP, man, because if you die tomorrow, that sadaqah jariyah of goodness, yours will be the opposite, sadaqah jariyah of haram. Each time your song is played, it'll be sins in your grave. And he's trying to stop. I don't know what got him into what that was never our fashion, man. We should laugh, we should eat. He was like cringy, bro. Yeah. Singing songs was cringy for us. It was like it's cringy. It was like, what are you doing, man?
When we were growing up, we were growing up as the Asians, we knew we couldn't rap.
We knew it wasn't us. It was just cringy. It was just cringy, man. It was like He just wasn't.
It was frowned upon,
It was like,
but now it's not.
now it's fashionable, isn't it? Social media.
Times have changed.
Social media, palm of your wrist, everything just, everyone's on a crazy one. They all want to be.
My only advice to them is just do your thing and get the hell out as fast as you can.
Yeah, literally, if
Get
you can.
out as
But make a
fast
change
as
as well. If you can make a change in your community, alhamdulillah. We can't leave them, can't sabotage them in it. We've got to try and be good for them. I think the elders should
100%.
get together around us, especially around our, because I always say to our concern should be our own area. We shouldn't worry about other areas. Everyone should have their own thing in their own area, and our concern should be good, be honourable, be fair, and in our community, just do what you can do in terms of like, the elders should get together and sit down with the youngsters, explain to them that this is not the way you want to live, this is not how you want to be. That would benefit them, inshallah. But they don't want to do that. The elders don't want to do that.
It's sad, man.
They've got their own problems, everyone's got their own issues, and everyone's got their own drama, and everyone's got their own.
Some of these youngsters don't know what they're getting themselves into.
They're throwing their whole life away, man, unfortunately. Because they're very talented kids, man. They got the whole life ahead of them, man. They can do so much with their lives, inshallah. They can balance their lives out so much, they can achieve so much. But the clever kids aren't dumb, they're smart kids, bro. They're very, very smart kids, they're not stupid. They come from very good homes as well.
100%.
They don't need to sell drugs, they don't need to do nothing.
You got all these guys, these slightly older guys, you know, they like I call it, what I like to call them, the guys who sit on the fence.
Sit on the fence,
You
late
know,
bloomers.
they're not on nothing.
They got no CVs.
They never
Ask them
have
for their CV.
ever been on anything.
Ask them for their CV.
But they're sitting around certain sitting around certain people in the area, acting like they're rough and tough, and they never done nothing.
No CV.
No CV.
If man ain't got a CV, you got a job interview, you got a CV, you ain't got a CV, they're going to say, get out. How can you?
But they're acting like they're getting CV, and they're just blatantly,
Ajib.
like
No,
blatantly deceiving the youth.
100%. The teacher showing them that you can. It's unjust in it.
Them
down to that.
opportunists, them guys who sit on the fence.
You could
Fake,
be throwing
man.
some young kid's life away over what? Over your
Fake, man.
mindset, your bad morale. Allah make it easy for us, my dear brother. Allah make it easy for us, protect us, safeguard the whole family, the whole ummah,
Ameen.
everybody, and make us a means of goodness for the people. Be the change you wish to see in the world. Be that change, inshallah.
100%.
Be that change.
Tell me something, Cam, yeah, just before we cut this here. Something that tell me something about tell me something about your father, yeah? Because I've seen a few times now, you've took a lot of photos with him, and, you know, you show him a lot, you know, you're starting to kind of expose him a bit, if I like to say.
My dad's a good man. He's
Yeah.
a good man. He's not in the best of health to make dua for him, you know, he's the age in it, you know, like, good man.
Inshallah.
My best friend, you know.
Trust me.
My best friend. I love my
Trust
dad,
me.
my best friend. Man.
It comes to that, bro.
He's my best friend, man.
When I lost my father, I realized that he was,
Your best friend.
yeah. And when he goes, Cam, I'm telling you, you know, a part of you here
Part of you goes.
goes. So spend as much time as
That's
you
what I
can
do,
with
bro.
him.
I spend as much time with my father daily. I see him. I do what I can do for him daily. You know, I'm always there for him. I try my best, but it's never enough, is it?
Go out, have a coffee with him.
Regularly.
Go out, have food, sit down, have food with
It's
him.
never enough, though, is it? It's
never
You
enough.
can never replace it.
Tell me something, Cam, that you didn't like what he used to do to you when you were younger. That today, at this age, you look back at it and you love him and you respect him for it.
Tarawih.
Seriously.
Believe it or not, when you're young, you're jahil, you take Dragon tape to Tarawih.
Beautiful.
Oh, dad, man, Tarawih's long. I wasn't a kid, you know what I mean? But worked out, innit? Alhamdulillah. Tarawih, man.
Subhanallah.
Salah, I mean. And he worked the most practice man himself, but he knew the basics of, look, get my kid into namaz, get my kid to take us to Tarawih. Remember, people like, oh, man, try to make excuses, but he said, nah, you're coming. Drag us, Tarawih, man.
May Allah bless him.
I mean, Allah safeguard him, keep him firm, keep him focused, take us all with Iman, take us when he's happy with us, inshallah. Allah bless
100%.
him, man. Make dua for me as well, please, my whole family, the ummah. And if I said anything wrong, please forgive me.
Always.
Have my intention,
inshallah.
but, you know, I'm one of them, we'll have to shoot straight. If you don't shoot straight, you don't shoot at all.
100%, Cam. Thank
Allah
you very
barak.
much
Anytime,
for
my beloved, man. Allah bless you, safeguard you.
coming today. Thank you very
Anytime.
much for doing what you do in the community.
I mean, Allah
Just
safeguard us.
just before you go, you know, just for them viral moments, some good advice for the viewers who are watching just before you go.
Stay focused on your deen. Stay true to yourself. And if you've got an ambition, go for it. As long as it's halal, go for it. Don't let no one stop you. If you've got a goal, you've got an ambition, don't discuss it with your mates. If you've got 5 mates and you discuss your goal with them, 4 of them mates are going to put so much doubt in your heart that you're not even going to want to do it. Do it. Don't care about them. You're going to your grave. You're making your risk. You're making your money. As long as it's legit halal, put all your power into it. And if they're really your companions, they'll support you. If they're not, they're never your companions anyway.
Why is that, Cam?
Bad hearts, innit? Bad hearts. Heart like this, bad.
Why is it nowadays that our friends are so...
Corrupt. So bad. They're not our friends, innit? They're not our friends. They can only love you. Your real companions can only love you for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They're your real friends. They have to love you for the sake of Allah. If they don't, then they're not your friends. Man.
What's that hadith, Cam? Hadith?
Oh, you want for yourself, you want for your brother.
No, that's one. On that day, they will be enemies.
They'll be enemies to one another.
except for the righteous. On that day,
On that day.
you will be enemies except for the righteous.
SubhanAllah. May Allah give us righteous companions, inshallah.
Ameen.
Help us on Yawm al-Qiyamah. May Allah take us back to the moment and say, you know what, yeah, man, we made it. We did it.
100%.
We did it, inshallah. That's the ultimate goal, innit?
Check out Cam, guys.
Inshallah. By
The LimeTree Clinic, at the LimeTree Clinic,
and at Thekammgram.
at the Thekammgram for his personal gram shots. And anything you want to say, Cam? Anything you want to big up just before you go?
Just duas, and lads, support Brother Wash, show love, show this thing, and hopefully we're gonna get with that music in it, inshallah.
Hopefully, inshallah.
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 Allah bless you, Akhi. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much
Allah
for
bless you,
coming.
Akhi. No problem.
Thank you very much for viewing, guys.
Wa alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.